Right then, just woke up, so this is going to be absolutely cooked. Oh gosh. I've got time.
Okay, that's all the checks complete. We're ready to go.
Got now meetings and what everyone's so. I need a bit of a fast outlet there. I don't even know what sort of time I'm going to be. I might be way off it. I'll look to the 26.0, so I'll be hoping for mid to late 26s. Might be on soft session.
We've been pushed down to P17.
Right, it's slower than what I wanted to do, but it's about where I expected to be. In fairness.
Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining.
should make it. Right, I gotta be quick. Gosh.
Right, so our best lap so far, 1 minute 27.4.
Check those fuel out. Yeah, right.
All set, we're ready to go, so let's get the car out onto the track.
Alright.
Drop to P11. Bass. Right, we're right on the cusp now. We've been pushed down to P11.
Oh. Could have gone 11, probably not much better than that. 14th. Get out. I think that the sprint was a bit wet and a bit dry.
It's appalling, isn't it?
Which is interesting. Goes wet at the end, which makes me think maybe soft. No, sticking on meds. Yeah, right, safe.
The rain's a few lap outs yet, but it is coming, so be careful. Radar suggests some weather's going to hit in around 5 minutes' time, so stay on your toes. Dry's definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts.
Class. Cheers, Tsunami. Yo,
Never thrown a game so hard in all my life.
rain in 5.
Throw down.
Oh shit, I haven't put a share screen. Fuck. I've got a stream up on YouTube. If you want to watch
What,
that,
you
just,
in
for
the race?
just for the sprint. No, it's the sprint.
Oh, bet. I've thrown that game so hard on purpose though. Teammate was so bad.
Really?
I was doing more than him attacking and he told me to stay in goal.
Ah.
Who the fuck does he think he is?
Yeah, fuck me.
Silly little boy. So when we got to overtime and he fucking decides to... I'm in goal, ball's coming towards me, he comes out of nowhere, hits me instead of the ball. So I'm like, yeah, this bitch is losing this game now. And then the ball's coming towards me again and I just fucking started driving backwards.
Yeah, fair enough. Bro, Tsunami's so slow. I can't get past him.
Yeah, bro. I think the play might be try and stay on the mediums.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Looks like rain is inbound and we're expecting
Depending on how bad the rain is and how late it is, you know.
They said 5 minutes on the formation map as well. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it'll come like lap 6. I think it's just worth staying out, bro.
Might be.
As long as you don't bin it.
Depends how
I don't
hard
think
the
they'll
rain
have-
is.
Yeah.
I think it said it was going to be Inters.
Oh, that's, yeah, you can stay out. I think
Okay.
quite a few people might.
Okay.
Thought it was full quali though,
No,
but I guess because it's a sprint,
it's not anymore. I don't think.
Oh, right, okay.
Don't know. There was a 12-minute quali session for the sprint.
Oh, there'll be another
I
quali
literally-
session in a minute.
I woke up at 11:30. Was just yeah, I know. Was just on my phone scrolling on Insta Reels, and then I realised Michael's calling me on Discord. If he didn't call me, I wouldn't have realised. Because I still thought it was 2. I didn't see that it had changed to 12.
yeah.
Because quali.
On.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
So I
that's
didn't
bad.
realise that.
Have you not got notifications on Discord?
Nope.
Me neither, bro. Me neither.
Because I get so many. So in so many different servers.
Yeah. Trust.
Okay, we
Like,
don't
I've
think
got
we're
over
far
1,000
away from
tags,
rain
which
now.
I just
I'll keep
haven't
you updated as
opened.
conditions change.
Word. If I have like over 100 on each server, I don't even look. I just go mark as red.
Yeah, fairs. I want to also get past Hudson here. Oh,
Yeah, you
went
might be
deep
able
that
to.
I did as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot that I'm fucking so far behind.
He's so slow.
This is painful to watch. You'll get past him now though, he's not got the RS. I don't think.
I think he's just... Oh, no, he's just in. I'm on your inside, bro. Just gonna let my teammate through. Never mind. Is he going or what? Not me so high.
With Williams
I had to let him go.
affected by the dirt, yeah, innit?
Yep. you go. Bless you.
That hurt my head. God damn that understeer.
I'm deep again. Please shove him off. Not me. He's just so slow coming out the corners.
The gap to the car in front is less than 1 second now. Well done. Let's try and get past in the DRS.
Like his apex speed is just absolutely nowhere. So he's dropped off so
No need to
much.
worry about the tyre condition for now.
Yeah.
Everything's looking good.
Wait, you're training on Monday, don't you?
Well, there's a game.
Bro, down,
Why?
I'm gonna be alone.
You got a race.
Yeah. Sprint too.
Oh, that's long.
Yep.
Right, I'm gonna try and get past him here.
Oh shit, I'm still on my VPN. I didn't even want to go on my VPN, I can't lie. Discord works, by the way.
First.
I just checked it.
Right, I just need to be aggressive, because otherwise I can leave me no room. Fuck. Bro, why do I pick up so much understeer through Stowe anytime I get close?
Trust.
Fuck me. Cheers, bro.
Alright.
It's raining.
Stay out. Stay out.
Stay out, stay out, stay out, stay out.
Ah, it's too fucking late now, fuck's sake. This is the time, Daddy, get past me.
I'm all over this beer. Fuck me. I'm just gonna get him in Stowe.
You say that.
I will.
This bro's trying to go in the ways of the Stowe.
Good job.
Yeah, just
Nice
squeeze him
overtake.
and then you can't do shit.
W's.
Someone
I think a
boxed.
lot of people stay out.
Yeah. 'Cause it's so late.
You've got to
Okay,
do
clear.
something though, because he's last. He
Yeah.
spun going into the pits.
Oh, did you actually?
Yeah. That's why there was a yellow.
I thought someone else spun. Just got no pace.
Okay,
You're
gap
gaining on the
ahead,
guy in front of you, though.
2.8 seconds.
Am I?
Gain 5 tenths.
Does not feel like it.
It was 3.2.
Shit.
Could say you was gaining on Tsunami at that point.
Fuck's sake. Pass.
Did you get a warning?
No. No grip at all. Canal.
So you didn't gain anything on your team, but you gained 2 tenths on Tsunami.
Calm. No grip through Luffield especially.
Yeah. You gain 2 tenths on your teammate. No, 2 tenths on Tsunami and 4 tenths on your teammate.
Yeah, I've just got no grip.
Yeah, but it's not wet enough for...
Yeah.
Is that DRS still open as well?
Yep.
Game wants you to lose, bro.
How have I still gained on my
Final
teammate?
lap, final lap. Push, push.
Gain 6 tenths on both of them.
You've lost some time to the car behind.
Whee! Hudson, you fucking bottle.
And gap to the car in front, 2.8
Ah.
seconds.
Get off the curb, little bro.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
Bro, my tyres are gone. They're above 60% after 9 laps.
I think a 2-stop.
No, I think without the rain they'd be fine.
Maybe
In
surely the
my
rain
rear
will make
left.
them wear less.
No more, because I'm having more moments and it's more slippery.
Oh yeah, true. But then also the temperature. I don't know.
Yeah, but temperature doesn't affect wear that much, I don't think.
Yeah. It does more than last year. It's definitely a lot more than last year. Points go to 15th, don't they?
I don't know about in the sprint. Oh my god, they've both been there. B12.
W. Start that share screen, you bitch. Fuck watching on YouTube. They're so delayed. God damn. Ah damn. Cookery. What time's your other race today?
7:30.
Okay. Ha, imagine being Hudson and finishing 17th.
Trust me.
Imagine being that shit. Ah damn.
Bro, if I get stuck behind him again in the race, I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah, bro. Trust me, family.
So fucking long.
Me, unlike me.
Mm-mm. And I forgot it's an Inters quali
Oh shit.
with a dry race, I think.
Yeah, probably.
So let's fuel up for a few more than 3 laps. Fuel up for 8 laps. And we'll just go out and do some laps.
Track is wet right now. Feel your way around the conditions before you start pushing the car.
Our house in the middle of our street. Our house.
Claim your allegiance.
What?
Ipswich.
Oh yeah, fuck off.
Claim your allegiance. Fuck
Bro, I
off.
can't see the curbs.
Yeah, bro. This stage. This is like how bad it was when when we went to Anglesey.
Yeah.
Like you could not see the curbs and they were red.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, chat. Can see those ones. Yeah, now. They're bright.
Big fat juicy glare. Say big fat juicy glare. Big
Let me
fat
through.
juicy glare.
Please let me through. Please let me through. Let me through.
What the hell is he doing, bro? What the hell?
Bro, I don't know.
Bro ain't letting you through.
The thing is, if he doesn't let me through, I want to drop behind the McLaren.
Yeah.
I'll go outside. Never mind. I'll go this side. Let me through. Let me.
What the fuck? Bro just tried to murder you. Bro almost hit you with a murder crime, though.
Or he actually almost did. But now he thinks, oh, I'll get slipstream. No, just get dirty air, 'cause it's wet, you melt. Right, I'm not using hot lap in traction zones.
Yeah, bro. Good plano. Play Rocket League after your race.
Yeah, I might be going to the gym, I'm not sure.
Right.
But if I'm not, then yeah.
Goodbye.
Safe, bro.
He's a good boy.
Shut up.
Sorry. Me? Fuck.
So weird.
I know. Yeah, Ole X is quite quick.
Yeah, but he's also in the Mercedes.
True. 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 Oh, with the Bursky. I'll be back.
So I'm absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, bro. Oh. What is for lunch? Oh. Okay.
What is this guy doing?
You know she's got work in 15 minutes. Oh. You told me earlier she had to go to work. Damn. Okay, can you have a hat? Yeah, sure, whatever, bye. I'm unloved.
So, is this McLaren on the lap or?
I think so, let him through.
No, it's Shaz. Yeah, he is. I'm gonna go. Oh, fuck's sake, Shaz. I wanted to go behind him then.
Watch if the slipstream works.
Yeah. Right, I'm not even gonna bother using hot lap. I'm just gonna use overtake and medium.
But bro, understood. No, it's hardly coming in.
We've dropped to P11.
No. At least you're gaining.
Yeah. Could have pushed it a bit more through there.
Good improvement. You're in the 39. What the hell?
What the helly?
Well, good is you're in the 39s,
Yeah.
which is better.
What did Alex do?
38.
Fuck off.
Okay, so the current fastest lap.
What?
1:38.1.
Whoa. I think he's hacking.
There's gotta be an inter setup, surely. Surely that's high wings.
It's got to be. Go away, Timmy.
Don't know where to. I'll let Tick through here, actually. And next, if I let Tick through, then I have to let him through as well. Oh fuck, I should have let him through there. And then let steps through here.
I'm gonna run toilet.
Alright, I'm gonna go for another
BRB,
lap
guys.
then.
Alright. BRB.
cooling off a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while. Be careful. Right, we're right on the cusp now. We've been pushed down to P11. Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
You improve again?
Yeah, by like 1.8, and then Brad was went and did a 37.1, and then the Ferrari went and did like a 36.4.
Bro, damn. So it must be, it's getting quicker then.
Yeah, so I need to try and do the last one out. Honestly, I'd just take the top 10 start. So I've got no interspace at all.
You clearly do though.
No, but look how many people are in the
good luck.
pits.
True. Beautiful. Look like you're in a boarding school.
I might press the button to go out at like 2 minutes 10. So I'm like the absolute last. Someone's took out the board and all.
Oh yeah, go to school like that. With that pretty pink skirt on. What is it? Oh yeah. Yeah. No, keep it. Oh well, that's gone well. We've lost that.
35.7. Fuck me.
God damn!
The rain's getting lighter now, but it's
Bro's
gonna take a while
insane,
for
the
track to
hell.
get out.
Bro's a whole 9/10 quicker. Nerf him, chat. Nerf him.
He's got to have just high wheels, surely.
Or maybe he's cheated.
No, because middle sector, look, he's only a 10th quicker middle sector where all the corners are. He's rapid in sector 1 and 3. How has he got grip and straight line speed?
Okay, our best lap so
He's cheating.
Far, 1 minute 38.
There's no other explanation.
He won't be cheating, he's on PlayStation, mate.
You could cheat on PlayStation, bro.
Can you now?
Yeah. You just like fucking put the grip pack on the wheel. All you got to do is put the fucking have a laptop, upload the system onto the wheel
on the wheel
database
on the game.
Yeah. And it's actually fucking undetectable as well, because it's not connected to the PlayStation software technically.
Alright.
Because it doesn't scan what's inside the wheel software. So it's undetectable.
Fuel. And then I'm gonna go out, like, now.
Who's a
when you're ready,
good
let's go.
boy?
Shut the fuck
Oh, it's getting
up.
sunny, bro.
Yeah, man. Did you see the dry line on my inlet?
Nah. I wasn't really paying attention. You are not
Yeah,
one of the
this
last
is-
out, god
No,
damn.
I'm going out so late, though. Bruh.
Everyone else is risking getting around.
Yeah. Why is he in AI?
Let these guys through, let these guys through. There's a guy, Red Bull on and out, fast
Yeah.
lap coming towards you. I
Yeah,
believe
I
this
know.
McLaren's also on a fast lap.
Is he? These guys aren't. Neither
No,
are.
go. No, oh, my bad.
Okay, he might be on a lap. No, right, I'm just gonna go. I'm not letting people through now. So I'm mistaking too many people for being on outlaps when or what, for being on
Chat,
spotters when
apparently
they're
Trump's
outlaps.
dead.
According to what?
He's not been seen in days.
According to
Everyone's
what?
saying he's dead. Some
According-
news outlets in fucking America.
He won't be dead because we'd all know about it already.
Yeah, but what if they don't want to say he's died of something that they know he's got, like gonorrhea? They can't
Right.
say he's died of gonorrhea, can they? Realistically, that
Yeah,
sounds
man.
really
30
bad
seconds
for a
left in the
president.
session.
Tig! Bro's just not going.
Bro's cooking.
Yeah, but everyone else is also going to be cooking.
True. Oh dear, we are in trouble.
Yeah, I'm going to be starting like 15th.
Unlucky.
Am I in front of my teammate? Please. Fuck, he might have gone 12. Yes, I'm in front of my teammate. And Hudson is nowhere. Why is Prim at the back? Oh, fuck. Hudson's in front of my teammate. Oh, realistically, I wasn't going anywhere above 10th. Look at that gap.
Yeah, that's mental.
That's great from steps to be able to get there. And Bradders. 34.7 though is a joke. What did I do? Like a 37.1 or something? Or 36.7 or something like that. I think 7. Oh, sakes, chat.
Tottenham next 4 games is Bournemouth today,
Should win.
West Ham,
Should win.
Brighton,
Should win.
Wolves.
Should win.
Should have 12 points out of 12.
Mm-hmm.
West Ham's a fucking guaranteed win, surely. They're so bad. They're so bad.
Yeah. I can't do it one stop.
Yeah, it's not possible.
I want to start mediums. I want to do medium, soft. Yeah, I want to do that.
Bro, what? You can search up... Oh!
What?
I'll tell you after the stream.
Of course, Hudson and fucking soft. All these inbreds that go early.
Trust me.
That rookie. Go on, rookie. I thought he was in front of me. Look, my teammate got hit by one of the kicks because they both went early, and now they're both sat on the grid.
Yep, that's so stupid.
Actually, I don't want tyre wear.
I'm so excited. I really hope her mum says yes to go into Exeter. Then we got the question of my mum saying yes. Oh, fuck!
Well, yeah, because how far's the drive for you to actually...
Hour and a half, but I'll get on the train.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now.
So it's
2.5 hours on the
it's a
train.
shorter
Whoa!
drive than it is on the train.
Yeah. As most times.
Bruh.
As with most things.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Down in Cornwall maybe, but not up here. It was an hour and a half across the Norwich on the train. It usually takes 3 hours to drive.
What the fuck?
Into Birmingham
That's
it's
kinda
31 minutes on the train. It usually takes 45 minutes.
Yeah, there's not a lot of train lines through here though. And does it stop going towards Norwich? Does it stop? Or
Yeah,
does it just go
like
straight
3
to
or 4
Norwich?
times. Like 3 or 4 times. He ghosted, right? Yeah.
Go on then.
Superb
Good luck,
parking
Avi.
there, mate. Let's
Thank
make sure we
you.
get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out.
Give up, Ruggy. You're on hards, mate. Why's he got so much grip on hards?
Good start.
Yep. Don't
Good
go for a
teammates,
move,
though.
you flipping melt.
You want hard to the middle stand? I didn't quite see.
No, medium, soft.
Oh, shit. There. It's possible.
That start
Yeah.
was okay. Now stay alert for
W
threats
race, baby.
around you.
9 laps,
Yeah,
9
a lot of
laps, 8
people do
laps. Yeah, I think so.
8 laps.
Yeah, it's low fuel.
But still, you can barely do 9 laps.
When it was wet.
It was only wet for 3 laps, though.
Yeah, but bro, did you see how much I was sliding around?
Okay, DRS is now available.
So are you going to that new gym?
Yeah, hopefully.
W's. I shall keep you updated on the situation as it happens.
Alright,
Good boy.
please battle.
I'll be going exclusive here.
We go.
Still can't believe we got Xavi Simmons, to be fair.
Yeah, can you imagine the amount of money you're about to offer him to go to Tottenham over Chelsea?
Bro. Yeah, like, it's got to be like 200 grand a week.
More, surely.
Bro, we don't have a single... Son wasn't even over 200 grand a week, bro.
Oh shit.
You had so much speed. Why does no one leave space?
He squeezed me to be fair, but fuck's sakes, alright. Cheers mate.
Wasting-
Bro does not know how to just drive conservatively.
Nope.
And then he's almost just blew me up then.
Oh, sausage curb. That fucked you up the ass, didn't it? God damn.
Yep.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push.
Like, Sahara doesn't understand how to use DRS efficiently. You just used down there, and you just lost it because of the dirty air.
Yeah, literally.
Prem is coming though. When Prem catches me, I might just let him go, because his tyres are just going to get better and better. And obviously he's in a McLaren. Understeer. I don't know how I haven't been sent to Narnia by that sausage curb.
Okay, you're within
We-
1 second of the car.
we ride.
To use DRS for the overtake.
That McLaren is already P14. I would have expected more, though.
I wouldn't. He's on hards, bro. And it's a DRS
Still,
train.
that McLaren's insane.
So Harak is definitely going to use to try and keep him behind.
And he still managed to fuck it up. Oh, he's taking him well wide. Oh. He's doing you a
And
solid,
he's
you
just
know.
got to switch back. Yeah, but I don't. He's not in our race. I'm not going to battle him.
Switch back in a flat corner. Throw down.
Yeah, I'm not going to battle him. If he goes for a move, I'm just going to let him through. He's not in our
Yeah,
race.
but
There's no points. I bet he's just used like way more ERS for no reason. Not gonna lie, I thought he was gonna go for that. Bro, if you're gonna stick a nose up the inside in a McLaren, you've got to go for the move. Trust.
Okay, clear. Keep on him, he might make a mistake.
Is that the two Ferraris?
No, Tig binned it.
Seeing a lot of tyre deg now. We've got a new strategy if you want to take a look at it.
I'll look on the straight.
Plymouth are so shit.
Understood, copy that.
What did he tell to do?
Stick with how it was. It wanted to swap the medium and the soft.
Yellow flag.
Ooh.
Curb just sucked me off.
Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
That guy lapped.
Yep. It'd be nice if I had space to actually try and set up a move, so alright. Like, fuck me.
Yeah, like drop 6-7 tenths back, bro.
Bro had to get him the 6-7.
I didn't even mean to do it.
You did.
No, I didn't.
Battle. Battle.
Good boys.
Fuck me.
Murder crimes.
I don't know what an Apex is. I'm boxed. That's early. I don't think Tsunami realised that he boxed.
No, he was still on the inside, bro. What the
Bro's
hell?
still defending. Bro's defending clean air.
Imagine defending
Approaching the
Finner.
pit window, and you're going to be on mediums.
Plymouth are losing to fucking Cardiff 2-0. Kill me!
Wee. Oh, I know why Sahara wants to get in front of me.
Why?
So that he can box on lap 9.
That would be logical. Wouldn't
There we
it?
go.
Oh, you need to fight this nigga. Ooh!
Oh, that's my alarm.
Where's the alarm, bro?
Well, I put an alarm on at like 1:15. Just because, like, in case I proper slept in.
Caution, caution.
Because I thought the race was at 2,
Imagine you
didn't I?
slept in.
Yeah, imagine if I didn't wake up at my 11:30 alarm.
Imagine, bro.
I think I
Why'd
had
you
one
have
at
an
10:30
alarm?
and 11. And 11:30, and then I had one at 1:15.
Why do you have those alarms?
Just because it means I can sleep in a bit. But also, I'll be up on time for the race.
We're gonna need a murder crime here. Well, he's not defending clean air this time, so...
Yep.
You know the saying? Like, thin air.
Yep.
Bro, air is not even that thin. scientifically.
Yeah, air's dense. Well, no,
Yeah.
because gas isn't dense.
No, but it's not just gas. It's got
Air
like
is gas.
it's got like nitrogen and shit in it, but it's still technically
Fuck
classed as
me.
dense.
Nitrogen is gas.
It's gas, yeah, I know.
Jesus
said that.
Christ.
Fuck me. You know, in the air, there's actually a tiny, tiny bit of alcohol in it.
How?
The really scientific guy,
If you can get past,
the black
make use
one.
of the overtake button and see what you can do.
Right.
the grease or something, like, I don't know what his name. You know who I'm on about.
No, but just explain.
He says there's like a tiny bit of the thing that is alcohol in the air,
Yeah, because it's just
or
chemicals.
like in the sky.
Like, it's just elements.
Yeah.
We're gonna botch this up, try and get an undercut.
Yeah, of course.
Is that a yeah?
Yeah, of course. I thought bro was never slowing down.
No, I'm good. Bradders didn't.
Bradders.
Yee. You fat
Yee.
wanker. You fat wanker. You
Oh,
fat
he's got a box onto that.
Yep.
Ah, what a loser.
My
That's
worry
better
is
than
everyone's
safe
going
for me.
hards.
They won't go to the end, bro.
Okay,
No, I
off
know.
we go, back into the race. Perfect job from you and the
It
crew
might
there,
be
mate.
I
You've done
really
nice
push on
with
these
that.
and go hards at the end. Because the medium's got to 60% after 8 laps. So I might do that
Yeah.
actually. What?
Up
I
to
pressed the.
speed
I
now,
literally
let's
pressed the
get some
button.
heat into those tyres.
Bro down. That's chill, my dude. Cheers, my G. Got my sandwiches.
Right, I'm just gonna push until like 16, end of 16, and then I'll go on to hards to the end. And just push
Yep.
them.
Sounds good, bro.
Because they're not gonna do 17 laps on hards, surely not.
No, I'll get pumped up. Easily pumped up.
My teammate and the house went again.
It's gonna be a huge uppercut. Considering you gained 2 tenths on Bradders' lap.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could finish in front of Bradders and end up finishing P10 in this race.
Bradders was up the top, wasn't he?
He was in that train that was like
Okay, no issues with
6,
tyre
7
wear for
seconds in
now.
front of us.
Keep taking care of them.
Oh, get me in DJ's DRS. What?
DJ's not that quick.
Can't hear you.
DJ ain't that quick.
I know. But he's in Mercedes. That's Bradders.
Got murder farm.
Okay, clear.
The Haas is in. Teammate stayed out. My teammate might do a 1-stop.
Yeah, he only has to go to lap 12, and then he's done it.
Yep. Bradders boxed.
He must have got damage from that murder farm.
Oh, he retired. Free position. Where do I come out relative to the Haas? I'm waiting for it. I might come out with that Red Bull. Fuck, I've just missed out. That's Marco.
Holy shit, you gained 7 seconds.
Yeah, but the thing is, these are going to be like going to the end.
The car behind is dropping
So I just
back
need
by
to
about
push.
3/10 of that. Well done.
I'm going to get that DRS, I'm happy. Some of these lot can tag me along. I'm almost hoping for a safety car here. A safety car would really help me after these that I've boxed onto the hards. Teammate box. Keep me updated on the gap to Tsunami.
Yep. Only gained 2 tenths. Tenths is like the game.
But they gained so much in that last sector.
It comes out 5.3 behind.
Please battle with Silver Wolfer.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 1.6 seconds.
Hards are quicker now.
Yeah.
I might just have to try and sacrifice it and go to softs.
Yeah.
Do you reckon I do? What does mean?
You're expecting. It's more like how you're going to lose too much time if you just try and stay out another 6 laps.
I'll just monitor the gaps.
Yeah.
Because they're gaining on me.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Like, DJ gained 1.5 seconds on me that lap.
We'll decide from there. I don't know whether that's because you got in the dirty air though as well.
Dirty air of what?
DJ. Like
Bro,
you
I
were
was
in.
a second back when we started the lap.
Yeah, Tig's rapidly catching you as well.
Yeah, hard for the play. The thing that I have to hope is that some of these are box onto softs or mediums at the end.
Check your percentage when you're on the straight. I reckon it's possible to go to 18, but you will lose a lot of time. And will you make that time back up?
Don't know.
Okay, we've lost a position. That's us down.
And they'll be dead after. The mediums were dead after 3 laps. No, 4 laps.
Mediums are dead after 3 to 4 laps, yeah. Softs will be gone after like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
We can hards in 2 laps. Or now.
Box this lap. Just hope everyone else boxes and you get a fat fucking undercut.
Fuck. The strat's not worked out. I'm gonna need a safety car. Absolutely boiling.
Or just opened his window mid-race.
Yep.
Make sure it's on hards, not softs. That was a close call, wasn't it? Fuck, yeah, no.
Yeah. Fuck's sake.
Right, let's go. Come on. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop
shit.
time. We're happy with that one. Look after these tyres now, and we'll finish the race on this compound.
The step's just gone hards.
Yep.
Bruh.
Give him a lap, warm him up. Push, push, push.
Got 9 seconds to points. Keep me updated on Gap to Hudson, please.
Will do, my bro.
And the steps.
He might be AI. You've just gained 5 tenths within 2 corners.
You might have had a moment. See how much you're going through.
That's
here.
bad. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6 tenths. You gained 6 tenths. Can you empty my bin? You gained a second on my lap.
So,
Maybe more. The steps you gained 3 tenths, I think. Uh, 1.7 on this lap, Alfie.
okay.
So, Womack now.
Yep.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Some Red Bulls boxed further up.
Yep, it was probably the one that he was like,
Ugh.
the one that was behind you. There's one more.
Womax. Strat could have cooked.
I don't know how to close it. What'd you say?
The Strat could have cooked.
Yeah. You're gonna undercut literally everyone. You gained, fuck me, 3 seconds to Hudson that lap.
Fucking hell.
The steps you didn't really gain anything.
Yeah, that was calm though.
Hudson, you've already gained a second.
Same. I hope they battle, but Steps have got so much better tyres. They shouldn't. But
Yeah.
Hudson is Hudson, so you never know. No, not battling. Fuck. Hudson box, get in.
W Riz, baby! Now, the last thing you want right now is a safety car.
Yeah. Keep updated on gap 2 Silver Wolfer. You gained 6/10 that lap,
Yep.
but it will start to drop off.
Okay, so all of our
Soonish.
tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about.
Yeah, honestly, that line needs to get the fuck out.
Yeah, I know. In an online race.
Yeah.
Like, it's so
Like, it's-
useless.
Yeah.
Like, it
guaranteed
doesn't
to say
matter
at
to me
least
that your
once.
tyre pressure thing is reading 0. It doesn't,
Yeah,
like, I
literally.
don't care. Tell me that when I've got 4 punches, although it's impossible to. Tell me that when I've got 3 punches.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, it's completely irrelevant to me.
Trust. Bad news, he's gained a second.
It's alright. Oh, he is in a
He's got
Red
3
Bull as
second
well.
penalty. Yeah, true.
Hopefully when he gets to me, he sort of stalls a bit and then can't really get away. They're battling like fucking front.
Yeah, this is good for you. Now he's through though, so you need to make light work of this. Yeah, he gained a second on this lap.
I need Steps to fuck off now. Oh, who's that? GPLP.
GPLP, he's got a 3 second penalty.
Yeah, but he's on fresh
That's
cards,
the
he's gonna get
battle.
away.
Yeah, but he's gonna have to battle. Steps for an M3, bro.
Yeah, because they're directly battling.
Yeah.
But I need them to fuck off so that AJ doesn't get DRS.
He's already gained a second on this lap. The guy behind me.
Calm. Fuck's sake, he's so quick on the straights.
Yeah. Thanks, Mum. I knew you were going to bring up at one point. Eventually. Good, bro.
Great manoeuvre. You made it look so easy.
You want him to kind of stay in your DRS now. Sort of.
Yeah, ish. But he's rapid in a straight line. Of course, as soon as I'm getting clean out, I've just got no grip.
Yeah, so typical though.
He might get me here.
Don't go there, just stick with it.
No, 'cause he's my battle to the end.
Get through.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please.
Yeah, that's my bad.
2.3 seconds.
I mean, I held my line.
Yeah.
Don't overtake me now. I was gonna lift to let you through so I don't get a penalty now, but okay. I'll just battle you now. Nope. Park it on the apex. The good thing is there's a massive gap behind AJ, so I'll still get points.
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we can still get
Okay.
position.
Well,
What's he doing?
bro.
I was messaging him. Oh,
Green
wait.
flag.
I was messaging him, so I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
no, it's calm.
Basically, he murder crime me and then ended up a lot worse.
Well, yeah, he tried to. I left him room the whole time, but he just hit me about 14 times.
Go down.
Bye!
Ah, bye bye!
Oh, shit.
He's definitely going to report you for that.
Yeah.
Because you could have left him space going into the corner.
No,
But-
he was wheel locking with me.
Oh yeah, true.
Cough. I can get away with that. The one before, maybe
Okay,
not,
here's
but
the gap that we're trading the car ahead by.
I'd argue that
5.6
the one before
seconds.
cancels out with that because he's just tried to murder crime me.
Yeah, true. But you'll both end up getting a penalty.
Yeah, but he's now got 6 seconds in track limits as well. He should get a penalty for that, but chances are, because it's BP and BP's stupid, he won't because he lost out anyway. So then I'll end up, oh, he's boxed. Please retire. Yeah.
Now we can't move.
Yeah.
But the argument could be we could have retired anyway.
Mm.
If he spun. Just never know.
Right, so the strat was shit today. What position Sahara in?
I think he at 9.
9th, 10th, 9th. So I could have been up there. I could have been in the top 10, but don't give me a penalty. Yes. Right, 3 laps to go.
God damn!
Cheers, mate.
worry.
starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres, or it won't be making another pit stop.
Really? I was just gaining on steps as well.
Fernando Barrichello joins AIX Racing from Monza in 2026.
What? First he said Fernando Barrichello.
Joins AIX Racing from Monza in 2026.
What, is that like Ruben Barrichello's son?
I think so, yeah.
From Monza in 2026, AIX.
Yeah.
That's the team that's
Yeah.
given Freddie Slayer chances. So Freddie with no seat maybe for next season.
Massive W.
Trust.
Trust. Otherwise it would just be like, and above that, what we're done.
Nah,
Even more
it'd
if he gets the seat.
Nah, I'd be safe.
Joking, bro, joking.
Grip is probably dropping
You're better than
elsewhere.
any fucking
Aggressive.
sim racer I know.
Cheers, mate. I saw Artem in a race the other day.
Really?
Yeah. He is
Sorry,
alive.
Artem's better than you.
Yeah, I know.
Is
No,
he still better?
he is actually alive, yeah.
Bro's alive. That's mental.
We should get him back in some 5 lappers one day.
Yes! Ah, unfortunately it's raining.
What,
Unfortunately I'm
outside?
engineering Alfie. Fortunately we're going to play Rocket League in a minute. That's a shame, isn't it?
Okay, gap to the car
I'm just going to go get some food though
8
first.
seconds.
Because I haven't ate. I've been awake since 11:30 and haven't ate.
Bro down. I got on before I ate breakfast this morning. Josh.
Yeah, but like,
I got off after 5 races, bro. I was so hungry.
okay now. Usually the
wanted to lay
first thing I
down.
do when I wake up is eat. Like, the very
bro.
first thing I do.
Literally.
I just can't function without having breakfast.
Bro, I need my warm milk shreddies.
Warm milk shreddies.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck me, you can tell you're inbred.
No, I'm just a child at heart, okay?
Warm milk with cereal.
Yeah! Fucking, it makes it all, like, really nice.
Weirdo.
Have you never had warm milk?
No.
Bro, try it, it'll change your life.
No.
What type of cereal do you have?
Crunchy nut.
Okay, final lap. Let's go.
What?
Final lap.
Crunchy nut.
What's a crunch? You like eating crunchy nuts in the morning?
Yeah.
Gay.
No, it's actually good. It's like cornflakes, but it's like honey nut flavoured.
Fair.
Or honey
I
Cheerios.
eat my shreddies, bro.
Honey
Cheerio,
Cheerios.
it's 5-0 Cardiff.
We're increasing the gap to the car
Yeah.
behind by a few seconds per lap.
Hang on, was it 5 or 3? Oh, it's 3. It's okay. It's not 5, it's not that bad.
Who have we got today? Oh, Blackburn. Fuck, we're gonna get out.
They ain't dismantling us like we dismantled you a couple of seasons ago.
We just might have you 6-2.
Yeah, but we've also beat you like
Yeah.
a big
So
amount.
we beat you 6-2 the season before last, then you beat us 6-2, and then we beat you 6-1.
Yeah. Whoever it was, we were guaranteed to have a big win. One of us.
Yeah, but then the next game you won 2-1.
Yeah, I know. Right? Big win.
Didn't Plymouth get relegated?
Yeah, we're in League One. So Cardiff. I didn't know Cardiff got relegated, but you know.
Fucking melt.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You hit the
Can you
wall.
imagine it wasn't the final lap?
Imagine. And then your wheels.
Mine's
sheared off.
Collie too.
I think so.
Can't wait to go and look at D1 chat now. And Silver Wolfer is having a go at me.
Trust me.
Trust me, family.
How bizarre.
That guy was so lost.
Who?
The guy in the Red Bull.
Yeah, trust. Oh, starting 11, who's in it?
What?
Tottenham starting 11. I wonder if Xavi's in it.
Xavi Simons.
Broski's not even on the bench.
Yeah, you probably gotta get fitness, mate.
Bro, he passed the medical.
Yeah, there's a thing, there's such thing as passing the medical. But then there's another thing of being match fitness.
True.
Mate, your lineup hasn't been released yet.
Because it has.
Hasn't. It's
I'm
predicted
literally
lineup.
on the Tottenham thing right now,
Oh,
bro.
on the Tottenham thing. Like I'm saying, on FootMob it's not even been released.
Damn. FootMob is shit.
No, FootMob releases it an hour before.
Vicario, Paulinho, Richarlison, Romero, Kudus, Johnson, Pedro Porro, Spence, Sarr, Bentancur, Van der Ven, W. Udogi's finally back on the bench. Bergberg's on the bench. Odegaard's on the bench. I never liked Johnson starting, but
Why? He literally carried you last year.
yeah, but that's last year. That's under Ange.
Yeah, but then the first 2 games this year he's got 2 goals. He's played 2 and scored 2 this year.
Yeah, but he always plays so shit. And the only reason he looks good is because he always comes like and scores a goal.
Marshall, mate.
5 minutes before he's coming off.
Marshall, you joint top of the league without this Chelsea game going on at the moment, right? You scored 2 goals in your last 2 games, so you scored 40% of your goals this season in the Prem. Stop crying.
Come on, Fulham.
They're 1-0 down, mate. Pending
Yeah, I know, but
VAR
come on,
penalty.
Ooh.
Hello? Yeah.
Dave's message
From table tennis.
me.
Yeah.
For who though?
Put you in a team with some of the other juniors who have been more fun. Can I please send him his table tennis England membership number, full name and date of birth? Have you got a table tennis England membership?
Oh, typical. Goal ruled out.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I've just had
Fulham
Morris. I
scored
didn't
first.
realise it's at 2. No, sorry, it wasn't at 2. And then Quali's on at 2, I think.
No, 3 to 4, I think. Let me have a
Maybe
look.
like just after. Like, 'cause after Quali. Huh? Like 3. Okay. I mean, we can go tomorrow at like 11, 12. If that's just easier, because there's less going on tomorrow, isn't there? Norwich are finally doing a back 5.
Chelsea a penalty.
No,
What?
back 4, I mean.
Who? Chelsea have been given a penalty.
Under 19s.
Bro.
That'd be me. Wait, what was the compete plus?
Players who wish to compete in the British League or national tournament 2-star.
I would think it's just complete, but you may want to double check. Yeah, I can do.
I mean, I can do it as a parent, but...
Yeah, if you just put my stuff in and then if it sends me an email or whatever, then let me know.
Run to me, confess your love.
I don't think these lot understand how water works.
Right, let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm saying that the water is -7 degrees Celsius.
Bro down. Build Formula 1 with 25 mil.
Feet altitude at a tempo in the pool. If it was -7 degrees, then it's ice.
Trust.
Just honest with you. You can have a look.
No, thinking it would say, who's it for?
What's it on? Loyalty.
Security memberships.
Fuck.
I got loads of pictures of you from holiday.
That picture of Sam.
Yeah. Send you a picture of you on London Fair or Jim?
Just let them click straight through. Really? To be fair, I have already done that like 4 times.
And with the headgear, white sleeves and cap. Chagrin behind those with a pale blue cap, and then towards the near side, Kurdos trying to pick up the black jacket with the pale blue armlets. Star of Lady M behind those, Adrestia, the red and white striped cap, trying to come out of the pack, but Chagrin's taken it on over towards the far side. Habuba trying to finish. Kurdos kept going, first instinct from the back. Adrestia in full cry behind this leader.
Don't tell me now.
He's absolutely right, and he's just misjudged where the edge of the jack is.
Well, he'll try and send it out again, but I'm not sure that car is going to be a 100% twice. Stay to deliver its best.
It's the front right.
I kept it going. Fair enough.
Contact with the boundary as well. I'm a little bit surprised they're not doing more checks on the front suspension there.
Is it fine? Yeah, it's
There's work going
This is
on.
half a second.
Rear right there, you can see the engineer on the back right there looking at the rear right, obviously that made contact as well. We'll see, he's got 10 minutes, so which means Paul Crofty needs to leave the box in about 8 minutes time, really, if he wants to get there on the start of the lap.
He does. he's one of three in the garage. Hamilton and Leclerc, but he hasn't got time on the ball. Lance Stroll, everyone else has now come out for their first runs, including Lando Norris, with a 23.6 for the first sector, which is keenly competitive, to say the least.
And crucially, a tenth quicker than Oscar Piastri, which has been the trend throughout this weekend. In Sector 1, Lando's just got a little bit of something over Oscar.
George Russell goes second fastest, 3/10 behind Max Verstappen, who's a three-time pole sitter here. Lando Norris got pole last year. Max was relegated to the front row, of course. Norris went and led from pole and won very convincingly indeed as Antonelli goes ahead of Russell into second fastest, and Norris powers down the straight to go nearly 3/10 clear of Max Verstappen from 109.4. He was in the 108s earlier today. Piastri 10th and a half behind Norris, clear of the Red Bull and behind his teammate. What has changed since the practice session this morning? Track's got a bit warmer, 34 degrees track temperature. Air temperature has stayed about the same, and the wind has picked up a bit. Fernando Alonso goes fourth fastest within half a second of Lando Norris.
That gap of 0.158, 0.14 of that comes in Sector 1. Yep. And that is the first three corners. So, that run, I don't know if you saw the comments on the Sky back. Lando using a different line for turn 3. I do think there's something he's doing particularly well in those first three corners.
That was a bit high, wide, and not quite so handsome.
No, and Lando's the only one who's able to get that rotation mid-corner on the banking and get the exits that he needs. Fortunately, he's the intro man in that team. He's been qualifying 8 out of the last 10. He's out-qualified Nico Hülkenberg, and he's been on a great one, Q3, in 3 of the last 4 as well.
So he's out-qualified Nico Hülkenberg in the last 4 races consecutively. As you mentioned, top 10 in 3 of those. Esteban Ocon lifts himself into 14th with 8 minutes to go. Bortoletto is right on it here with 2 sectors to go.
This should get him slightly ahead of Tsunoda's time. That's the reference for him is the fact that Hülkenberg is slightly behind Tsunoda. So, as I said, Hülkenberg popped up into the 8. Let's see what this lap does for Bortoletto, and he's a little bit down the low from him. Behind, let's say, Alonso, right? From Alonso in 4th, all the way down to Tsunoda in 17th. It's only 7/10 of a second.
It's very tight. Gasly lifts himself into the top 6. Pierre Gasly's been in the top 10 on 7 occasions so far this season.
Can you do
the
what
team currently in last place in the Constructors' Championship as Charles Leclerc goes again. Lewis Hamilton going again. Hamilton making his way around turn 10 as we watch Charles Leclerc into the chicane just a corner ahead.
Just Sector 1 alone, and the first 20 seconds when he pulls the line, it's okay from the jets down again. Tsunoda's now dropped into the elimination zone. Ferrari need a good lap here from Leclerc. He's only 14.
What has happened to Ferrari again? They've been struggling.
He failed. Lewis is back now.
Yes. They've been struggling this weekend. And whatever changes they've made in setup have not held the pace of this car whatsoever. Lewis Hamilton, who was out in Q1 in Belgium, might be in slight risk of another Q1 exit here. And Kimi Antonelli was the other surprise Q1 exit at Spa. He so far is up in 5th place and doing all right. Lance Stroll's got out of the car. I would imagine we're not going to see him for the rest of this session. And Bernie Collins, we go to you.
Yeah, so just to pick up on the Lewis comment there, Crofty, when you look at Hülkenberg's run 2 sets of soft tyres and found 7/10 on the second new set of softs. So I think the Ferraris, both cars, have to fit a new set now, their second set of softs this session, to get anything near a safe out.
And Liam Lawson saying check the floor by Racing Bulls, and the reason being he's gone over the raggedy edge of the curb on the exit of turn 3. That's not do for any good whatsoever. Why did Lewis Hamilton fail? I think onto the ground slightly into turn 11. That might have been a consequence. But for Hamilton and Leclerc to be using up extra sets of soft tyres at this stage, even if they do get through, that's really compromising them.
Yeah, and Tsunoda left the same. And look at the Williams. We're talking about Williams being big strong all through practice, but they're now down at 13 and 15. I I think there's a lot of those cars will have to go again, because the thing is, if they can find 2 or 3 tenths, that could be the difference between not just Q1 and Q2, but actually Q1 and Q3.
Yeah.
Because it's so tight in that mid-pack.
And it's the power of the new tyre, isn't it? As Bernie was saying, Hulkenberg finding 7 tenths. If you've got the spare set, if you've got the 5 to take in the qualifying, and there's a spare set coming your way, that could really pay dividends. If you haven't, like a Fernando Alonso, for instance, then you're going to hope and pray that 109.9 will see you through.
Yeah, obviously with Stroll out now, that's one less place that you're fighting for. So there's only 4 effectively who are going to get knocked out in the rest of this running. But the track temperature properly now up to 34. That is the hottest we've seen all weekend. The highest we saw yesterday was only 29.
Yeah.
So these are, in some ways, this is new territory in terms of track conditions, wind conditions as well. A stronger,
Are you back yet?
stronger breeze than we had yesterday. So
Oscar Piastri out again, Lando Norris out again, both on a set of used soft tyres. Verstappen's gone out again. Does anyone think they're safe here?
no, I don't think so, because you've got also the track evolution.
Yeah.
We had a lot of rain overnight, washed a lot of rubber away from yesterday. We saw during the final pre-practice session just how much the track was ramping up and getting quicker. So they've got to keep an eye on that too.
Before his thoughts, Lance Stroll, who didn't set a time, crashed the car for a second time this weekend, that's 9 Q1 eliminations this season. But unlike, say, Spa, wasn't it, where they were the 2 slowest cars in qualifying, that never looked like getting out of the bottom 5. Here, Aston Martin had a real chance for a decent double spot in the top 10. That's so costly in that battle for 6th place in the championship, which they head by a point.
Any for the thoughts of his mechanics who had to work overnight to rebuild his car, only for that to happen. So that's where I actually feel a lot of sympathy, if I'm honest. But Oscar Piastri, now,
Watch his line here.
yeah, he's still using a higher line, mid to exit. He goes in, I think, in a similar way now to Lando, but he's still running it a slightly higher line. But this is encouraging, right, for him on a used set to improve. 23.6 is the best first sector we've seen from Oscar, and that will be encouraging. Now, Lando, interestingly, is going slower on this lap. So Oscar will take some encouragement from this, that on a used set, which theoretically and actually has less grip, he's still improving his performance in the middle sector as well. Look, he's up.
Yeah, he is, with the best time in the middle sector at 24.5. Fernando Alonso has just come out with 2 minutes to go, leaving Nico Hulkenberg as the only driver that we're expecting on the track still to appear from the garage once again.
So Lando Norris has gone 2.5 tenths slower on this second lap on those tyres, which is what you'd expect. Oscar Piastri has improved by 2.5 tenths, which is very encouraging for Oscar Piastri. So, as we were saying at the start of qualifying, you can never discount him. He's a real rougher, isn't he? He builds it up to Q3, and that is going to be sensational to watch.
Alex Albon around the banking on turn 3 needs to pull himself away from that relegation zone, which is currently occupied by Lance Stroll, Esteban Ocon, Franco Colapinto, Yuki Tsunoda and Gabriel Bortoleto, and there is little to choose between Albon and Bortoleto, just 2 milliseconds on their current best laps. Lots of green showing up on the timing screens, drivers improving out there. Nico Hulkenberg has left the garage, and he will be the last driver over the line to set a flying lap as Isaac Hadjar goes 7th fastest.
I don't think Sainz is doing enough here. His middle sector slower, not a personal best. He could be in trouble. Let's look at that.
Well, he's 4 tenths down on his teammate, Carlos Sainz, in the first 2 sectors. Sainz goes 8th fastest, so this lap should put Alex Albon round about 5th or 6th place, you would imagine. Crosses the line to go 5th ahead of Kimi Antonelli.
Yeah, 2 tenths up on Sainz, as you were saying before. But watch, Bortoleto on the lap, but this is the one I want to see. Charles Leclerc, Ferrari on the bubble at the moment, 13th and 15th. What's his first sector? 23.9 is decent. Let's have a look at what the middle one is as we come up
decently comparable to those around. It's not exactly setting the world alight, and he's 2 tenths down with his teammate Lewis Hamilton, outmatched by Gabriel Bortoleto. So there's about a tenth in hand going into the final sector over Bortoleto for Charles Leclerc, as Hamilton goes 8th fastest overall. Max Verstappen moves out of the way, the checkered flag is out, Verstappen has bailed out, doesn't need to complete the lap. Leclerc goes 9th fastest. Now let's see what happens behind. Next across the line will be Bortoleto. Leclerc had a better final sector, 13th, and he is really on the bubble here with Esteban Ocon. Got a tenth and a half in hand for him as he makes his way down towards the final corner.
Yeah, Ollie Behrman's had to bail out of his lap, so he's going to be knocked out for sure. Liam Lawson goes 5th fastest. Great lap there from the Kiwi. That's Esteban Ocon probably 16th. Doesn't make it in.
Hasn't quite made it. Is ahead of his teammate, but not out of the bottom 5. Colin Pinto goes 15th. Puts pressure now on Nico Hulkenberg and Yuki Tsunoda, who is next across the line in the Red Bull. Goes 12th fastest, should be okay. Pushes Hadjar down, pushes Sainz down. Bortoleto and Colin Pinto back into that bottom 5. But here comes Nico Hulkenberg now. Can he get his Sauber out of that bottom 5? No, he can't. He stays down in 17th. It is a double elimination for the Haas team of Ocon and Behrman. It's Stroll out for Aston Martin. It's Hulkenberg and it's Colin Pinto completing the bottom 5.
Bortoleto once again getting ahead of Hulkenberg, but Liam Lawson for me, a bit of the start of that qualifying to be up in P5. Although you have to say, in terms of lap time, this is what F1 is at the moment. 0.18 makes Liam Lawson 5th versus Isaac Hadjar in 13th. That is how tight it is. 0.18.
Incredible. The P1 to P16 gaps this year have been very, very small, it has to be said. So for Stroll and Hulkenberg, they still have the most Q1 eliminations this year, 10 apiece. But also joining them in that bottom 5, Ocon and Behrman and Colin Pinto too. And for the first time this weekend in the session, Piastri ahead of his teammate Norris.
Audi sponsors Formula One on Sky Sports.
When you're on Amex Platinum, you can enjoy the Centurion Lounge. You sell tickets for Formula One Grand Prix throughout the season and access to incredible experiences worldwide. So being a fan for life turns into a trip of a lifetime. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
Don't you wish selling your car for a great price was just easier?
Smashing.
It's no magic. It's motorway.
AWS powers F1 Insights to bring fans closer to the race. Closer to the raw speed. Closer to edge-of-the-seat decisions. And closer to... Okay, that might be too close. Get closer to F1 with real-time data and insights powered by AWS.
It starts with a spark. A spark that turns into passion. It's all about hard work and dedication. The hours you put in, you prepare, you test, you improve. Always chasing perfection. Every mistake is a lesson. Every repetition gets you one step closer. Let the spark become your passion. Muscle workwear. Tested to work.
Welcome back to Zandvoort. Dutch Grand Prix qualifying Q1 is over. 5 have been eliminated. McLaren's are the fastest 2, and the big story is that the rest are separated, well, not by much. James Vowles, it's about as tight and as competitive as an elasticated waistband after Christmas dinner. Anything can happen for the next Q2 session.
Yeah, you sometimes there are 3 tenths separating P3, I think it is, to P14 and 15. That's nothing at all, so it'll be an exciting Q3.
So what can you do to help your drivers here prepare for the best lap? And what is Alex doing that's a couple of tenths better than Carlos Sainz?
And the great thing now is they've got the data from the previous run, so Carlos can see what Alex is doing. That's pretty much, a lot of that was tyres. I know we talk about it a lot, but they are on a fine margin with Carlos. We just didn't get it working. So there's that. And then the wind, I don't know if you can see, but it's continuously changing, so we can help them with that data.
Just looking at that, the wind you talk about there, James, I mean, what are the drivers saying? Where is it affecting them the most, or is it inconsistent in terms of it being gusting?
Typically in these cars, when it's hitting you from the back, it is when it's difficult effectively. And inconsistency is not from wind, it's from the gusts, and they're coming in and out all the time. So here the wind's hitting you in the back around about 10 or so, a little bit 14. So 10-1 as well, so it's a little bit difficult for those corners.
James, thanks ever so much. We'll be back and chatting to you hopefully after Q2. We'll see if you can get one or both Williams into that top 10. Has the feel, we spoke to Justin Rose in the build-up to qualifying, has the feel of an open golf tournament. This because we are in the sand dunes, we are by the sea, there's temporary grandstands, there's flags flying away. There's a different kind of drama out there today, but the wind changes something. It really is horrible for the drivers, I think.
Yeah, but that's why they are the best and most well-paid racing drivers on the planet. And you know, this is elite World Championship sport. I mean, it's a fantastic track for them. I think, you know, the way it winds itself through the sand dunes. I tell you what, the fun fact I learned this week is that this is a shorter version of what the original track was.
It is.
Because some of the land has now become a centre parks. So, you know, I wonder who's going to be around the track today.
I know people who have holidayed in that centre parks, and they say it's a very nice experience.
Yes. There's actually lots of the teams have brought their families over. I noticed various engineers have got their kids running around, and they've been on the water slides and so on. So it's a good race.
They can walk to the track as well, and they come into work just like Bernie Collins used to, but now she has to sit on the bus with the rest of us, because that's the sort of girl she is.
Exactly, Rodney. And I never actually got to stay in that centre box, I had to stay in a hotel, but apparently it is a great experience. So yeah, I was just going to give you a quick update on tyre sets, Crofty, and who has what left in this stage qualifying, if my numbers are correct. So the 2 drivers that I think have only got a single set of tyres left are Alonso and Gasly. And I mean a single set for this session. They both have another set for Q3, but Alonso and Gasly only a single new tyre run this session. Other ones to watch are McLaren. They do have 2 new sets available for this session, but I suspect they'll run new and used in this session and see if all those sets will be crucial through.
Absolutely. They're going to pole today, and for McLaren, I think anything other than pole will be a massive disappointment, quite frankly. A team that lead the way in the Constructors' Championship by 299 points, maybe going tomorrow for a probably 5th consecutive 1-2 finish.
Ferrari have gone early, straight on the box in, so it'll be the waiting. I wonder, you know, they've got 3 sets of tyres there.
You still here?
It's a short lap. You know, you can do 3 short ones. It's time. The fact that everyone else
I did, yeah.
tells you that they're
No, honestly, I did. I was just saying your name. No.
Through here. It must be absolutely brilliant to drive. But 23.9 is very decent for the first sector.
Basically, for anyone other than McLaren, 23.9 is where they all are, aren't they? They're all doing somewhere 23.8 to 24.0, and Leclerc slap bang in the middle of that. So this is where this differences start to come. In the middle sector, you've got two very quick corners at turns 7 and 8, and then you've got two slower ones at 9 and 10. 24.9 for the middle sector. So far, his first sector is a couple tenths up on Hamilton, and the second sector a tenth down on Hamilton.
Yeah, the big twitch coming out of turn 10, I think Charles Leclerc, as he got the power down, which might just have derailed his progress for a brief moment. A 1:10.0 is slower than he managed with his best time in Q1, but these are used soft tyres rather than new, and Hamilton crosses the line at 10th behind him. And is that 2 runs for the drivers, A, get a banker lap here, but B, to get their iron again?
Or if they made some little tweaks, you know, maybe there is the little fox running across the track.
Yeah, don't try that at home.
No, maybe, you know, they made some subtle tweaks to the car, you know, in between Q1 and Q2, and they just want to do a check to make sure it's gone in the right direction. I'd suggest if you've done a time on used tyres about a tenth of what you do on new, that's probably a positive change. We're seeing, you know, the drop off being about a quarter of a second. So yeah, now they'll have their reference and they can go, well, look at the traffic jam at the end of the pit lane.
Yeah, well, they'll try and space it out, won't they? And the cars will leave at intervals of about 7 or 8 seconds to try and build up a gap to the one in front, just so that they don't get caught out and interfered with in terms of any turbulence when they're out on the track.
Bernie telling me that it seems like Ferrari just did a quick pit stop to change tyres outside the box. They would have carried fuel for 2 runs, and that underlines and confirms what I was thinking before, that they are going to try and get 3 runs into this session. That also tells you they're not confident getting to Q3.
No, quite. and neither should they be, given the pace that they've displayed so far this weekend. Yeah. George Russell, pole sitter, of course, in Canada this year. I mentioned that Piastri and Norris sharing 4 poles each, tied with the most with Max Verstappen, 3-time pole sitter here in Zandvoort. George Russell and Charles Leclerc, the other pole sitters outside the McLaren and Verstappen combination.
You know, we were on board with Piastri earlier and he was sitting in the queue.
Yeah.
He's only now leaving the pit lane. He's still parked up. Well, he's been parked up this entire time at the end of the pit lane. Behind, I think it was Alonso, he was in the queue behind. He's only now pulling up. I mean, that's a long time to be sitting there, isn't it?
Tyres will cool down a bit, but of course the pressures will come down a touch too. It could be a hindrance or an advantage. Verstappen going up an absolute rocket through the first sector.
23.5. I wonder if we're going to start to get some Silverstone vibes here, where Verstappen suddenly comes good in the final 2 parts of qualifying. Remember, he surprised the McLarens there by stealing pole position from under their noses. 23.5 for him is 2 tenths up on Russell. Middle sector again 2 tenths up on Russell. So this is starting to come alive for Max Verstappen, and the Orange Army are out on force today. Good to see it.
They certainly are. George Russell first to cross the line before Max, though. We're into the 109s with him. Verstappen's last pole, of course, was Silverstone. So if you are getting those Silverstone vibes, how about a 109.1 for you? Now, that is half a second up on his best time from Q1. And I'm sure it's gone down very well indeed with the faithful here. On board with Lando Norris. If you want to go on board with him and watch every single one of his laps, you can do so. Sky Sports app, Sky Sports login that you need for that, or Sky Q, Sky Stream, or Sky Glass, the interactive button on your remote control. Same thing if you're watching on now. And now he makes his way, plunging downhill towards turn 7, and it's a 23.4 for the first sector.
Yeah, very strong first sector. A tenth up on Verstappen's time, and Norris, the car looking really, really good and controlled. Look at how well it went into the apex, but then he had a bit of an understeer mid-corner, pushed him wide, then he had a snap of oversteer as he started to pick the power up. But at turn 10, it looks nicely dialed in. You pick up a little bit of a slipstream there from the George Russell Mercedes. Middle sector at 24.5 for it, but actually a bit slower than Verstappen in the middle sector.
Yeah, just running that little bit wide. It was a little bit tentative, like the wind was pushing it out wide a touch too, so maybe a tenth and a half left on the table. DRS is open, drag reduction system, and giving him a 108.874. And that, I make to be the best lap of all time here at Zandvoort. He's beaten Max Verstappen's 108.885 from 2021. So even with a bit of time left on the table, Lando Norris is the new all-time lap record holder here in Zandvoort.
Piastri still a 10th down on Norris in Sector 1, so that's stayed consistent throughout this session. But we'll say in the middle sector, though, he's put some back. It is incredibly close between the two McLaren drivers. Alonso was seesawing at the wheel at 10. It doesn't look like the Aston is really underneath him. We'll see in terms of lap time. 8th.
Only 8th fastest, so just under 8/10 down for Fernando Alonso. Lando Norris quickest. What can Oscar Piastri respond with? He can go 2nd fastest, 9/100ths off the pace. This is what we're used to seeing between the two McLaren drivers. Barely anything to choose between them. Leclerc next across the line goes 4th quickest on the new tyres, much better from him. Hamilton's gone fastest overall in the middle sector. You know, we talked earlier about Fernando Alonso, the sort of driver loves to attack a racing circuit. A real driver's track is Zandvoort. So if that's the case for Alonso, it's the sort of thing Lewis Hamilton's made a habit of in his career in Formula 1, and he goes 4th fastest now behind his teammate Charles Leclerc, and that is a much more impressive showing from the two Ferraris.
Yeah, just half a 10 between them now, so that's a good effort, but they are effectively one run ahead of the rest of the pack, aren't they, on this particular part of qualifying, albeit that is their first one on new tyres. George Russell, I think, was on a used set, according to the information we've got in the commentary box.
And this is Max Verstappen encountering a slower moving car through turn 7 on the outside. And that was Lando Norris. We've talked about this a lot throughout this weekend. I'll get your thoughts on it in a minute, Karun. This is Carlos Sainz through the banking. Goes a bit close to the wall there. It's nothing, no damage done. You don't want to see cars dawdling on a racing line and going too slowly.
Yeah.
Was Lando on the racing line? Was he in the wrong place?
I think he was unlucky that Max caught him in that place, and Max was unlucky to catch him in that place. Lando was far away from the racing line. But I think what would have happened is Max, you know, you have to remember, the onboard camera sits high up above the roll loop. You can see it there above George's head. So from Max's perspective, he's come over a blind crest, and he's seen a McLaren in his periphery vision right in front of him. And so I'm sure it's distracted him a little bit. Lando did everything right in terms of getting off the line. I think it was just unlucky that Max caught him there.
Yeah, offline, but he was coming on to the line, as it were, as behind Max, but Max didn't have the luxury of knowing that as he approached him. And they're just checking the floor at Carlos Sainz's Williams after he went over those curves, just to make sure everything is okay.
So Tsunoda half a second down in the first run, splitting the two Mercedes. Antonelli ahead of Russell, but as I said, I think Russell was on a used set. Bernie?
Yeah, I was just going to come in with a bit of information, those two runs from Ferrari that you've talked about. Across those two runs, I know it was used to new, but with the track improvement, around 9/10 for both drivers that was found across those two runs. So still significant track improvement here. This run in Q2 is going to be very important for those that want to make it to Q3.
Here's a call for a strategy engineer, Bernie Collins. If the projected time of a knockout is a 109.5 plus or minus 2/10, and you're Charles Leclerc on a 109.3, which is within that 2/10 margin, would you send him out again?
I think for me, I think the cut-off's going to be less than that, probably, to be honest, because if you look at the drivers are in there, Alonso, Gasly haven't run a new set yet, so they're going to find significant lap time. Even if you look at Albon there, right on the cut-off, 109.6 or 7 at this point, you're going to find at least 2 or 3 tenths, I think, in this session, so that 109.3 isn't safe for me.
The reason I asked that question, of course, Karun, is that Ferrari might want to be saving a set of tyres for Q3, but like the lottery, you've got to be in it to win it, and you've got to get into Q3 and do everything you can to do that first.
Well, if they've listened to Bernie, they'll send the cars back out, and we'll find out soon if they are listening or not.
Well, we always listen to Bernie.
Well, we do, but we're not sending the cars out. I don't think we've got that much power.
Oscar Piastri is still in the garage, while Lando Norris and Max Verstappen have come out.
So George Russell on a new set of tyres, and obviously 9th at the moment. He's right in that fight with Max, isn't he? And Ferraris for 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. I feel like that's the group of cars there. Hajar has ended up ahead of Lawson on the first runs, but again, just a couple of tenths between them.
Charles Leclerc is out onto the track, leaves Lewis Hamilton still making his way out of the pit lane. Fernando Alonso is trying to get onto the track as well with just over 2 minutes to go.
Quite a wide line for Russell at turn 1. You know, we've seen a lot of drivers ignoring the inside curve, but that was wider than most. But maybe that's just what he prefers. You know, these days with these big, wide cars and a longer wheelbase, the rear of that Mercedes buried in the ground.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we are finding drivers taking a wider radius just to keep the speed up, rather than a more conventional line, should we say, of getting to the inside curve.
So, for George Russell, 23.7 for the first sector, matched by Yuki Tsunoda, just about a tenth ahead of Kimi Antonelli. Not particularly impressive sector time there for George Russell. 24.5 for the middle sectors, a little bit better for him, but matched as well by his teammate Kimi Antonelli.
So the top 3 Crofty have gone back out, I think, on a used set of tyres. So they have gone back out, just in case they have that track evolution. Bernie mentioned Russell, P6 only. Ooh, that's not as good as I would have expected.
That's a watching brief, I think, for George Russell. He'll be watching the timing screens very intently indeed. Kimi Antonelli behind him, 7th fastest. Yuki Tsunoda hasn't had the best of middle sectors, currently down in 9th. He stays in 9th. And for Yuki Tsunoda, who's only reached Q3 once here, that is going to be, I think, a bit of good fortune if he's going to get through to make it a second Q3 appearance here today. Pierre Gasly is right on the cusp, maybe, of a top 10 appearance. Sainz going well on his latest flying lap and going better than Gasly by about 0.3 of a second as the Alpine swings its way off the final banking. Powers down the main straight. Gasly goes into the top 10, but only 10th. Pushes Alex Albon down into the bottom 5, where his teammate Carlos Sainz currently is, but not for much longer. So Gasly now out of that bottom 5, and Sainz gets a bit of encouraging round of applause and a fist bump from his manager Carlos. Here's Isaac Hadjar, 9th fastest currently, looking to move up a couple of places, does so. And that could get him through, but there's still improvement behind. Bortoletto in the first sector. Albon stays in that bottom 5. He's out of qualifying. That's a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, the 2 Ferraris went out and then came back in because they now believe that they are safe.
Fernando Alonso is going to be the last driver, I think, to complete a lap. Here's Gabriel Bortoletto down the main straights. And only 11th fastest, just misses out. So Yuki Tsunoda hanging on in there currently, but Liam Lawson is on a lap and Alonso is on a lap too, and they're separated by about half a tenth through the first sector. Lawson, very capable driver, 2 years ago made his debut, didn't he, here, standing in for Daniel Ricciardo for his first race in Formula 1, but has shown he's got the pace, and there's a pretty decent driver here at Zandvoort and for this weekend. Q3 and 3 of the last 4 Grand Prix. Checker flag waves, and that's knocked Yuki Tsunoda out of the top 10 as he moves in to 7th place. And Kimi Antonelli is out because Fernando Alonso has put his Aston Martin into the top 7. Youngest driver replaced in the top 10 by the oldest driver, and Yuki Tsunoda replaced by the man whose seat he took after 2 races this season.
That'll put a smile on Lawson's face, won't it? You know, a second of the Red Bull back drivers there, so he replaced that. Kimi Antonelli, what was it in the end, roughly 2/10 to George Russell. You know, that's closer than he's been in recent times, but still not enough to get to Q3.
You've got to be kidding me. Oh my God! No tyres at all. Why do we do it to ourselves?
We'll have a chat with James Vowles about that. That's not the first time Alex Albon's talked about tyre and tyre preparation throughout this weekend or this season.
Yeah, I think that radio mess is slightly delayed as well because he's now P15, which is going to be even worse news than the P12 he just heard over there. But yeah, he only gained a tenth and a half between Q1 and Q2. Carlos Sainz, the other car, found half a second, as did Hajar, as did Lawson, as did Alonso. So that shows, you know, that step that everyone made with the track evolution didn't happen for Albon.
So Norris back ahead of his teammate Oscar Piastri, and the McLaren still 1 and 2. We've lost Alex Albon, we've lost Pierre Gasly, Bortoletto, Tsunoda, and for the second race in a row, Kimi Antonelli.
Audi sponsors Formula One on Sky Sports. Did you know the moment you stop brushing, many toothpaste stop fighting bacteria, and that's when problems start. But Oral-B with stannous fluoride is different. When many toothpaste stop fighting bacteria, Oral-B keeps shielding teeth in between brushing. So you start with a healthy clean and end with a healthy clean. Oral-B, the clean that never stops. Oral-B Advanced is now better than half price at Tesco.
I didn't use Agent Force, the powerful AI from Salesforce, so an AI agent didn't see me the fastest route to my gate. Good Chaz. It changed.
I'll tell the pilot to hold the plane.
They got an app for that, dude. Agent Force helps Heathrow create a first-class experience. Agent Force. It's what AI was meant to be.
Ryobi tools and OnePlus batteries are pretty clever. Their patented IntelliCell high-capacity battery technology is like nothing else. And the Ryobi build-it-yourself toolkit offer is quite smart too. Buy a 4-amp-hour battery and charger for $99.99. Plus, choose a free tool for a great range. So, what have we learned?
Buy a Ryobi 4-amp-hour battery and charger for just $99.99 and get a free tool from their great range.
Buy now at ryobitools.co.uk.
Estimated collision in T-minus 10. 9.
Can you confirm satellite collision is imminent?
7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Satellite collision averted.
It takes the whole force to protect space. Join us.
We've had 2 parts of qualifying here at Zandvoort for the Dutch Grand Prix. Welcome to our viewers on Sky Sports main event. You've been watching the football at the Riverside. Well, here's the Formula One at the Seaside for you, and this is very much the main event now. As on the 88th anniversary of the birth of Bruce McLaren, McLaren in 2025 are going for a front row lockout here that nobody seems to be able to come too close to so far, Karun Chandler.
No, I think so far the indications are we're going to get one of the papaya cars on top, but the slightly different coloured Orange Army will definitely be cheering for the man who was third in Q2, Max Verstappen, home hero, 3 times a winner here at the Dutch Grand Prix. And, you know, it's a tough track. We've been saying it before for everyone who's listening Q1 and Q2. It's a tough track with a lot of corners that can trip the drivers up. And you've got to put them all together to get the perfect lap, and Verstappen, we know, is capable of that.
We haven't had a front row lockout by a team here since 1982. Renault did it for 3 consecutive years, but Red Bull in the dominance of Max Verstappen when he took 3 poles in a row here when the race returned to the calendar, couldn't manage the 1-2 on the grid there. And James Vowles, the team boss down at Williams, is preparing for Q3 with one of his drivers into the top 10. So we'll start with Carlos Sainz. It was close. We knew it was going to be close, but at least he's through, James.
Yeah, you summarised it well. It's close. Really good job from him. And then from Alex, just tyres weren't there. You heard him on the radio, I suspect. But slightly different outlet from... yeah, just didn't get it to the right place. But still looking forward to this switch.
Is it fair to say that Alex Albon is a bit critical of the advice he's been given by the team in preparing those tyres?
No, I think he would, as you and I would as well. You're frustrated immediately afterwards, just having a chat with him in the garage. I mean, the biggest thing was it's a tiny speed difference through one corner, ultimately, but it snowballs on from there. He's frustrated, I'm frustrated. I think we had a car that should have been closer than that.
And just to take you away from Williams, imagine you were back doing strategy at Mercedes and this time you were at McLaren. What would your advice be to an Oscar Piastri or a Lando Norris going into their battle for pole in the next few moments?
I was never good at strategy, Crofty, so you don't always do that.
You've made quite a successful career winning enough world championships, but these are the moments that you live for as a team, aren't they? They're brilliant moments.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the biggest thing they've got to control here is McLaren are in the world of their own, but it's about creating a fair structure between the drivers that both have a chance of pole. What they're doing is sensible. Run at the front and get on with it.
James, thanks ever so much. Good luck to you in Q3. Carlos Sainz is there. The two racing bulls of Lawson and Hadjar. The one remaining Aston Martin that hasn't crashed today, Fernando Alonso. George Russell, the one remaining Mercedes left in qualifying. The two Ferraris, Leclerc and Hamilton, a much more impressive showing in Q2, and the one remaining Red Bull of Max Verstappen, all ready to challenge the two McLarens. As the green light is showing at the end of the pit lane, and we can get Q3 underway.
McLaren's straight out. Piastri leading the pack out of the pit lane, and you can see there Russell trying to make a bit of a gap, as is Sainz. So this first run of Q3 for me is as much about winning a psychological battle. If you've got the upper hand on this first run, it just slightly takes the pressure off in terms of what you have to do in the next one. You know, you just, if you've got a good time on the board, there's a banker there, and you can then try and push a little bit more, knowing that, okay, if I go over the limit, it's okay, because at least I've still got a solid time on the board. So, you know, people might think, well, why does the first run matter? Because they can have another go, and normally that's quicker. That's why it matters. It gives you that little bit of a psychological advantage going into your final run.
And to add to the pressure that Lando and Oscar will be under here, Lando's time in Q2, 1:08.874. It's a new lap record. It's the fastest lap we've ever seen here. No one's getting close apart from his teammate. So the car's got the big advantage, but both of them know that their teammate is right there with them, which means they have to try and give it just that little bit more. But will it be enough or too much? Let's see Piastri's lap with Karucha.
Yeah, Oscar, good clean run there through turn one, now into two, gets up high for three, still choosing a slightly higher radius around the top, but I think this is now coming down to where he's comfortable. He's done it all weekend, he's not going to change it for the final part of qualifying. 23.3, that is a brilliant.
There's like two of them that
first sector, the fastest I think we've seen all weekend. So let's see what Lando can do
and then the rest
to match that. I can tell you, Norris has also done a 23.3, so nothing to choose in the first sector of the lap. Middle part, turn 10. Watch the traction, watch as he puts about the rear of the car. A little bit of movement, that is more movement than he would have liked, and that will affect your straight line speed all the way to the turn 11 braking zone. 24.4 for the middle sector.
At rugby with like Leo and Sam and stuff, the Colts team is under 18s, so I think it's just like the under 19s or under 18s team.
Piastri up to the line, and that puts him at a 1:08.662, immediately beat the lap record you mentioned. However, here comes Lando Norris.
And he hasn't Oscar Piastri since Spain.
But if you're saying it should be a bit of fun,
and Lando Norris is going to have to go again to try and get pole position here this weekend, because Oscar Piastri has that provisional pole in his hands by what? I've got to look it up. 6 milliseconds. I think between the two of them, it is so close between Piastri and Norris that they're separated now, not by tenths, not by hundreds, but by milliseconds. George Russell still in the 109s as he crosses the line for Mercedes. Here comes Carlos Sainz next, who, for a Williams team who've been fourth on the grid before, he's fourth on the grid at the moment, but there are plenty more to come and take that from him. Fernando Alonso being the first to try that, and Alonso goes ahead of Carlos Sainz, was fifth on the grid here in 2023, the year that he finished on the podium for Aston Martin, but fourth is one place better. Can he hold on to that?
No.
Yeah, let's have a look here. Final call. It looked like a little bit of movement there. You couldn't see from up, really from the helicopter, but it looked like Leclerc, the car moved around a bit on the turn in to turn 13. He goes fourth fastest behind George Russell by 0.3 of a second, but Leclerc on a used set of tyres.
Yes, they did an outlap on Karun, not a whole flying lap, so used, yes, but still with a bit of performance life in it, as Hamilton goes above Leclerc and separated by 1/10 of a second down at Ferrari, 12 milliseconds between Piastri and Norris, so just over 1/100th of a second between those two McLarens. Right, Max Verstappen, let's focus on him at 23.6 for the first sector, 2/10 down on the McLarens.
Yeah, 2/10 down on the McLarens, but also over 1/10 down what he did on the previous part of qualifying. So, yeah, that's a bit down for Verstappen. Let's see what the middle sector does for him. 24.4, that's competitive. That's up there with what we've seen from the McLarens. So this should put him ahead of Russell if he gets a good run in the final part of the lap.
Isaac Hadjar has put his racing balls up into 6. Now, Max Verstappen's targeting a little better than that. Is this going to be third on the grid as he crosses the line? Yes, it is. Goes ahead of George Russell. It's Piastri, Norris, Verstappen. The 1, 2, 3 after the first runs in qualifying. And Lando Norris, who this season in Suzuka lost pole to Max Verstappen by 12 milliseconds, at the moment is losing pole to Oscar Piastri by 12 milliseconds.
That's a big statement from Piastri to recover that. And it only came in the first sector. All through the weekend we've been saying he's a 10th down in sector 1, he's a 10th down in sector 1. That's the first time Piastri has been a little bit quicker than Norris in sector 1. And that, for me, as we saw a snap of O's here from Lawson, that for me is a massive psychological gain for Piastri.
Yeah.
But this is where now we'll see how those drivers react to this psychological game, because it's open at McLaren. You know, we heard James saying earlier they're giving both drivers a fair chance. They will have the opportunity now to look at the data, maybe even some video of each other's first sectors to see were they in a different position, were they doing different lines. They'll get an opportunity to see where the pluses and minuses were against each other, and then go again to try and execute it.
There you go. Piastri fastest in sector 1, Norris fastest in sector 2, and then Piastri getting the jump in the final part of the lap. And do you know what I'm loving so much at the moment, Crew? We've got another 9 qualifying sessions after this, all the way to the end of Abu Dhabi. And I think we're going to get these nip and tuck qualifying sessions to come, because you know they are two drivers right at the top of their game. You know, in a third season for Oscar Piastri. And yes, Lando Norris has more experience. Made his debut in Formula 1, did Lando Norris in Australia 2019, Piastri in Bahrain 2023. So he's got 4 more seasons of experience, but they both come to the fore, both at the top of their game at exactly the right moment and the same time.
I love it. Like, you know, I've got butterflies here, just with the you know, the tension and the excitement of it. Can you imagine being on a McLaren football, being in the garage right now? Because, you know, when one of the cars gets forward, it inevitably means the other one has lost. So, but it's hard, right? Because if Zach and Andrea, you know, they want to be celebrating and jumping up and down, they got a pole, but they've also got to balance it off with, you know, tempering that emotion and sympathising with a driver who hasn't. It must be so difficult for them to balance that.
Well, both of them have broken the track record here. That's one thing that they can both claim, but it's 12 milliseconds in Oscar Piastri's favour that gives him pole position provisionally for a race that, since it returned to the calendar, has been won from pole on each of the 4 occasions we've been here to Zandvoort. Bernie Collins, let's head to you.
Yes, Crofties, I just want to come in quickly on the conditions that are out there. As we discussed, the track temperature higher than it's been all weekend, but really, really consistent through the session, as well as the air temperature. No change in the track temperature, improving all the time though. Big differences in the wind. The wind at times reading 18 kph now, when I looked at it a minute ago, reading 35 kph. So 20 kph swing in wind is massive for these drivers to deal with.
Yeah, at least so far, success or disappointment has not been decided by a freak gust of wind, but there is always that in the back of your mind.
And that's where an element of luck is there. It was interesting, Coffee, at Silverstone, I was chatting with Stuart Broad, you know, English cricket legend, and I was saying, you know, talking about cricket versus Formula 1, I said, well, obviously yours is a team sport, you know, you're a team taking on another team, and we were talking about the context of Oscar versus Lando this year, being a one-on-one battle in the same team. And he said, well, actually, it's not. It's a one-on-one battle. It's like Wimbledon. You know, it's me as the bowler, also me as the bowler versus the batsman as a one-on-one. And that's what this is like. I don't think Verstappen's in the fight. Russell's not in the fight. None of the Ferraris. This is like two athletes in any sort of elite sport. Whether it's this is two athletes at the peak of elite sport going one-on-one head-to-head.
Stuart Gordon, legend, part of our side cricket team, of course, and big F1 fan.
Yeah.
Loves his F1, as does Ravi Shastri, and called up with both of them at Lords this year to discuss Formula 1 and cricket. What an hour that was, to be honest. But this qualifying hour certainly outweighs that and hasn't come to an end yet. Piastri holds the advantage, but it's a slender advantage. Now we'll see if Lando Norris can get back onto that provisional pole that he held for just a few seconds. Here he goes for one last lap at Zandvoort.
Right, let's look up high from the drone there. Norris choosing that wider line as he has done all weekend long as he gets into turn 3. Get the nose around there. There's a car who got nicely out of the way, Fernando Alonso, so I don't think that would have distracted him or cost him any time. Norris ahead of Piastri on track. For this run, he was behind on the previous run, and guess what? He's behind in the first sector.
Yeah, only 700ths in it, but he didn't manage to improve Lando Norris. Oscar Piastri now getting to the end of the first sector. He's done a 23.3, and by 9 milliseconds has improved his pace. Norris has it all to do here.
Yeah, watch Piastri on board in the top left of your screen. Look at Norris at the second sector, and he's now improved, so he's found time in the middle sector of that. Piastri's going to have to dig deep. Norris looks clean through the chicane.
Fernando Alonso gets out of the way and allows Oscar Piastri smooth passage through to the end of the second sector. He's got 500ths of a second in hand to take that pole position. But what's going to happen in the final sector? Lando Norris crosses the line. It's front row only for Lando Norris, and he's missed out by a mere 88 milliseconds. Oscar Piastri powers his way to the line. It's Papaya on pole, and it is Piastri for the Dutch Grand Prix, and he's on pole for the first time since Spain back in June.
Neither driver improved properly on that last run, and in fact Lando 4,000ths quicker on that final run, but that first run, as I was saying, that's why it mattered. The first run mattered on this occasion.
Now these runs all matter too, because the battle is on for the best of the rest, and it's currently held by Max Verstappen. But Charles Leclerc, who was on pole sitter in Budapest, is now powering to the line, and it's only 5th on the grid for him. Lewis Hamilton has had the advantage in major key moments during the session so far over his teammate. Hamilton now racing towards the line. Where can he put his Ferrari? And this time around, Leclerc has the advantage over Hamilton. It's 5th and 6th, Leclerc and Hamilton for the Scuderia. Meanwhile, Verstappen just starting his lap, and he's nearly 3/10ths down through the first sector. Russell, 23.6 and a 24.6. He's out of it, 4/10ths down through the first 2 sectors.
Yeah, I wonder, about the wind. Bernie was mentioning there that I wonder if it's now affecting the drivers just a little bit more. They're trying to push the envelope of performance closer to the edge, and they're not finding it.
George Russell then currently sat on the second row, and that's exactly where he stays. Now Verstappen has put in the best middle sector we've seen so far, but surely even he, for all his brilliance and 44 career poles before, can't challenge Norris and Piastri here, or can he? It's the home run from the home boy, the Dutch Lion Max Verstappen to the line, crosses the line, he misses out by 2.5/10ths.
Look at this, Hadjar, 4th, amazing effort.
That is a super effort. Liam Lawson 8th, Fernando Alonso down in 10th, and Carlos Sainz ahead of him. That's disappointment for Alonso. Sainz, I'm sure, will be happy with 9th. Lawson will think, yeah, 8th, that's probably where we should be, but Hadjar 4th, that's brilliant for Racing Bulls. And the qualifying session comes to a close. And for that man there, Oscar Piastri, it is pole position and number 5 of the season. And with only 160 metres to go into the first corner, that is a very crucial pole position to be had.
Well, ever since the Dutch Grand Prix's return in 2021, it's been won by the pole sitter. 3 for Verstappen, 1 for Norris. And of course, last year, Verstappen beat Lando to the first corner from second place on the grid, so Lando will try and take heart from that. But at the moment, that is a good psychological victory, I think, as much as an actual pole position for Oscar Piastri, because he was behind. He was behind all through free practice. He was behind in Sector 1 in Q1, found something in Q2, and then developed on that into Q3. But this is a great effort from both drivers.
So Oscar Piastri leads the championship by 9 points. Lando closing that gap just before the summer break. But Piastri did that following the Miami Sprint and the Spa Sprint. He was 9 points ahead. He came back to win the next Grand Prix. So is that the moment for what we see tomorrow, I wonder?
Lando's just got to focus on the start. And he's got the pace. He's absolutely got the pace. That if he can sneak ahead on the opening lap, you know, he's got the pace to control the race. And I think that the start is going to be so important for both of them.
I don't see celebrations because they know the job hasn't been done yet, because no points get decided on a Saturday, just places.
They're in focus mode, aren't they? You know, they...
Tricky circuit,
I think
isn't it? It's very intricate.
their mind
Intricate?
this is now
Oh my god, that was
a one-on-one battle.
tricky circuit, isn't it? It's very intricate.
2-3 weeks off
Powerful
to
websites you
reflect
should
on
know.
anything.
R389.
Melbourne,
Did you know if you go to this website, this is the ultimate Minecraft website.
Mercedes could have been a contender. Now, it's the first time they would have had 2 or 3 weeks to just think about, okay, I've just got to focus on beating this one person.
Well, that one person is their teammate. There's a lot of love here for McLaren. We see orange everywhere, and a lot of those T-shirts do say Go Max on it, but there's a lot of papaya love as well. Zak Brown, very popular man at Zandvoort from the people that I've been meeting round and about. There's a lot of love for that man too. What a performance by Racing Bulls to get both cars into the top 8, as it were, of Isaac Hadjar, who is officially the 8th best qualifier this season. Well, he's gone to the second row for tomorrow's race.
He's been in Q3 in 9 out of the 15 Grand Prix qualifying. That's an incredible effort as a rookie, especially. And you know, even for Lawson, in the Q3, 4 out of the last 5, that shows good progress. I really would love to see what would happen if he put Max in that car. I really wonder.
You never know. At the end of the season, they might just fancy that. I'd like to join the team booth there for a minute. Talking about little corrections, wind aided, oversteer aided, caused or what we don't know. But in the background, I can see Max Verstappen has stepped forward as we hear from the top 3. Jolyon Palmer with a microphone in his hand. Let's hear from Max first.
Well, Max Verstappen, 3rd place again in the top 3 in qualifying at your home race. The crowd love it. What a lap at the end. You were really flagging the car towards the front. Fastest middle sector. You've got to be happy with that.
Yeah, for sure. This weekend so far was quite tricky for us. Yeah, it was basically the best I've felt all weekend. So that's exactly what we want. And let's run a city victory here. I'm very happy with that. I mean, the energy of the crowd, of course, the whole weekend already has been amazing, and to see so much orange on the grandstand, yeah, it's always very special.
It's a difficult circuit as well. Talking about the challenges, it's windy, it's fast as well. There's not much runoff. Really gets the adrenaline pumping.
It's all what I like, so I'm happy to be here.
And the plan for tomorrow, you've got obviously the 2 McLarens at the front. You've got Isaac Hadjar, rookie, alongside you in 4th. All-out attack at the start, or are you going to be happy with the podium?
Yeah, let's see what we can do. I mean, the McLarens have been very fast all weekend, so it's also important to just focus on our own racing, what we can do. But this has been a good step forward. I hope that we can keep that up also going into the race tomorrow.
All right, good luck, Greg. Well done, Max.
Thank you.
So close, 12,000s at the end. You know like you've been the form man all the way through the weekend. I guess you've got to be frustrated with that end result.
Yes and no. It's close. It's been close the whole weekend, so easily could go one way or the other. So yeah, I guess a little bit disappointed not on pole, but it's close. We're still some decent laps, so not the end of the world either.
And you think think if you had hooked up the perfect lap, you might have been able to find it. Looked like you were finding something on the final lap. No, I mean, with the wind like this, a long distance lap as well, you know, even with all the luck I've been having, you know, so it's tough. I had a good lap, like Q1, Q3 but just a small headwind down the straight, and I lost like 100, so you could easily say it's there, but I'm in a good position. We're in a good fight. Oscar's been driving well all weekend, we've been driving well all season, so we'll have some fun tomorrow.
Well, you know from last year as well, you can take the lead from second on the grid. That's going to be your chance tomorrow, and there's some strategy in play between you guys. The fight's still very much up.
Yeah, I mean, we both had terrible starts last year, so we'll see. I don't think the inside's a lot better, but it's a long race, a lot of laps, and we'll see what the weather holds for us.
All right, well done. Good luck out there tomorrow. Another brilliant Q3 effort. 12,000 at the end, but it's in your favour and you're on pole position. What a lap. Looked like you found your best when it mattered.
Yeah, I mean, that was the definition of taking the right lap. I think the whole weekend, I felt pretty good, but there's just been a couple of corners that I've not been able to go any faster, and I didn't really go any faster in those corners, but I found some more elsewhere. So, yeah, super happy to come out with the dog. Obviously, you're still on points tomorrow, but yeah, it was looking like a little bit of a tricky weekend so far, so to come out with that, I'm pretty stoked.
How difficult is it every time you get in the garage, looking at what Lando's doing, I guess, trying to find that little bit more, trucks coming up, you've got to find a bit more time to get the pole. How do you keep yourself finding the time?
You just keep chipping away, and you know, that's one of the nice things about having this practice, or so much practice. You've got time to work on it, and like I said, I think I can just improve the parts where I've already not bad, and yeah, made up the difference that way. So I'm still just taking some time to improve and work on, but overall very happy.
Obviously, the race and the points are going to be given out tomorrow. What's it like in McLaren now? You know your big rival is the other guy, the other side of the garage. The strategy now you're working into, you're going to be working against Lando with your side. How is the briefing? How do you set yourself up?
Let's see what we get tomorrow. You know, obviously
Is this your average millionaire shortbread? Is an espresso caramel millionaire shortbread?
Yeah, there's a few variables in there that you can mix up, so let's see what happens.
Alright, you guys have given us some great races recently. We're hoping for another tomorrow. Well done today, Oscar.
Thank you. Cheers.
When you're spending every day on your own, and here it goes.
Well, we talked about it beforehand. How often have we seen that from Oscar Piastri? Lando Norris had been ahead of the timesheets at all 3 practice sessions, but when it came down to it, the pressure came on. He managed to take the pole position from the Brits' grasp. 12 milliseconds separating them. They couldn't improve on their first laps in Q3 there, but Max Verstappen, as he so often does, leaves it all for the second lap in Q3 himself, and he will start just behind the pair in Papaya. Should be a thrilling race tomorrow, a bit of weather around as well, and as Oscar picks up his latest tyre for pole position, let's show you what we've got to
I'm very happy with how things have been going. You know, we started in a difficult, let's say, situation with the car, and being a rookie with not so many days of testing before the season, I was very green. But then, you know, things started to improve a lot. I learned a lot through the season. The car improved, and now we have been putting some very good results on board. So I'm very blessed.
I got into Williams, and it was Damon's team. He had worked so hard at getting that car competitive. He deserved the championship, but ultimately, I knew 97 would be my year, so I was kind of okay with not winning. Obviously, the championship battle this year is between the 2 McLaren drivers.
Again,
So
making my
which
racing
one
game,
will it
I
be?
didn't have any way to control the car in the air, and since I wanted to make these crazy stunt maps
Which
with a
one
lot of
indeed?
jumps,
Perfect
it
piece
could
that
make
from
it
Jack.
quite
We'll be able to see
difficult
that in
to
the
actually
build-up
land
to
these
the
jumps.
race tomorrow.
So after a
We're
couple
on air
months,
from
I added the in-air
12:30.
control,
Race
so you
getting
can
underway
tilt the car
at
in
2
any
o'clock. It's a
direction, you
huge
can flip
afternoon
it,
sport
roll it,
on Sky
and I think
Sports.
this is one of the best
Huge
things I've
match.
added to the game. You can create much cooler tracks and just have more fun in general when racing around. This also adds a slight skill gap to the game, even though it's quite easy to learn the inner movement. Once you master it, you'll be able to land cleaner transitions and even build up momentum in some parts of the game. Force began making a racing game, I didn't have any way to control the car in the air. And since I wanted...
Arsenal launch with a win. Saka! What Perez is going to go all the way. Saka! 5 for Arsenal. Salah plays it across the box. Leaves it. Oh, no! It's the Staffontino Dreams who wins on a 2 for the champions.
Yeah, two favourites for the title, both sides, 2 wins from 2. It gets underway Super Sunday from 4 o'clock. Well, not one you will want to miss. That's on Sky Sports Premier League. But elsewhere it is a huge weekend of Premier League football. Leeds against Newcastle is from 5 o'clock this evening. That's the Saturday night football. The first part of Super Sunday is Brighton against Man City from 1 o'clock. There's also from 6:45 Aston Villa against Crystal Palace, but Nottingham Forest against West Ham precedes the game from 1 o'clock. So 4 matches to choose from, expanded calendar as we know on Sky Sports Premier League this year. US Open continues from New York, day 7 from 3:30 on Sky Sports Tennis. And all episodes of the new mockumentary are available from Friday. The paper featuring the hilarious Tim King. That's on Sky Max. Right, lots to discuss with Alpo, Jacques and Naomi in a couple of moments' time. I hope to hear from Zach Brown, hope to hear from Isaac Hadjar, and also all of those, or most of those inside the top 10, as many as we can get through. But Oscar Piastri coming good at the right time, as we say there. He keeps his teammates in pole position.
Only one though is crazy. If you can explain
Audi sponsors Formula One on Sky Sports.
This is how much mayo chicken you get for $1.49. This is how much holiday you get for $1.49. Check out please. McDonald's Saver Menu. Actually get your money's worth. Bad hair. Don't care. These puffballs stay and eat for free. Get better sleep for your money.
Temper Pro, our most adaptive mattress ever. Born from NASA technology, billions of ultra-sensitive threads relieving even more pressure for ultimate comfort and support. Now available with SmartCore technology. Temper, the future of sleep is here.
Imagine a sofa that makes you feel truly at home, like the relaxing Lenara for just $9.99. A 3-seater leather recliner like the Cowboy, or the Fusignano 3-seater power recliner for $6.99. All with a choice of over 190 fabrics and colours at no extra cost. Oh, offers end soon, only at SCS.
Invented, everything is new again, even tech. Our new electronics category means you can save again. And with our optional electronics verification service, you get peace of mind again. So go on, blast your truck again. Call them back again. Or maybe not that one again. Go for more again. Shop pre-owned electronics today. Want it? Buy it on Vinted.
Nice! Let's go. Yesterday I was making silly little goofy mistakes. I cannot be doing that if I want to see this last longer now.
5th career pole position for Oscar Piastri. Let's have a whiz through it.
Okay, we got our random release. And then we'll touch it over here. Look around them. And get going. Nice. That's the thing about champs. Their champs are like top 5% of players, if I'm not mistaken. They do all the right things, but just a little bit slower than me, so I always have the advantage. Good kickoff. I think we're good, actually. Nice, let's go. Oh, we haven't got scored on yet. We've got the lead back with ease. Kickoff are looking good. Very good day so far.
Hey, look, he's here. It's Batman. This is Sasha, Greg, Brittany, and Beck. Sasha has a question.
What's your question, Sasha?
Yeah. Oh. Did you hear him? Go ahead, ask again, Sasha.
Which field am I going to, Tom? You are going to number 1. Well done, mate. Great job. Lovely. Backhand. Lovely. Peaked at the right time, some may say. So, thanks everyone. Took a while to get there, but pretty satisfying. So, thank you. Let's have some fun tomorrow. Great job. Well done, mate.
It's better to choose another landing spot if possible. For example,
cool. I mean, Oscar's cool, but Tom Stallard, former Olympic, well, silver medalist in the Olympics, he's equally as cool, those two. Bruce McLaren would have been 88 today. Happy birthday, Bruce McLaren, because they've locked out front row of the grid for the 69th time, usurping Ferrari on the all-timers to go second in behind Mercedes. And I mean, it's inevitable weekend, wasn't it, really?
Well, I mean, he's still taken us by surprise there because Oscar was not necessarily on the better foot. It looked like Lando had everything under control, and as he said there, peaked at the right time. I don't know if that's because maybe Lando took a step back or drove a little bit more conservatively, or whether Oscar really did just edge his way into it. But I mean, you've got to say, he really contained his excitement there. But crazy to think, only 5th career pole position he's won to potentially winning the world title.
All these years, and by inevitable, I meant the fact that they've locked out front row because actually, as you quite rightly pointed out there, Lando had looked, in the form that we'd seen going into the summer break. Yeah, okay, in Budapest, it was the one step that worked for him, but nevertheless, he came out firing, didn't he, in his first race.
So he did, but we talk about the championship and what games are being played or not, and the effect it has, and this is important today. All weekend, free practice, all through qualifying, Lando kept doing perfect lap after perfect lap, and Piastri was what, 1.5, 2 tenths behind. That's a huge gap as a teammate. And now, just in that last lap that counted, a few hundred left in the first sector, and Piastri does his best lap when it matters. He got all those in together. A very important psychologically.
We were talking to Ryder Cup stalwart Justin Rose before this, and we talked about the importance of momentum in a Ryder Cup. But when you take the course of the season, but also the course of weekends, it's a little bit like it's a little bit like the Ryder Cup, the 18 holes and the hole by hole. These little things matter, don't they? In shifting momentum from one to the other. Lando had it.
And just before Lando had it for a while too, so there's a lot of back and forth between the two, but there's only 10 races left to go. It's really crunch time now. I mean, there's 9 points separating them. Just any little thing can sway it, and of course you want that positive momentum. You want to be able to alleviate pressure in moments like this, especially on a circuit that we know is not very easy to overtake. Often it's the pole setter that wins the race, so Oscar's put himself in a great position to not have to go to tomorrow with additional pressure on his shoulders.
I thought Boone was making some really good points there in commentary. We're talking about the gladiatorial element, and again, liking it to a sport like it's 2 athletes at the top of their game, going 1-for-1 basically. There's plenty of first 15 races out of the way. We are now into the street because they're going to come thick and fast. It seemed to me that was as pure as it gets. What we're going to see more of, aren't we? A direct battle.
And it's super close. I mean, when you look behind, they weren't 8 tenths of a second ahead of everyone. They were closer. Does that mean that the strategies in the race, they will have, one of the drivers will have to cover Verstappen, for example? That's the difficulty when it's 2 teammates fighting. But when you're fighting another team, you just play an open strategy. When it's 2 teammates, the one who's leading the race out of the 2 has the first choice in strategy. It's a bit complicated.
Let's get some views from inside the camp. Here's Andrea Stamp.
Congratulations, Andrea. Another one too. A great battle between you 2 drivers. Did Oscar find something in Q3 or did he have to lose something a little bit? How was it clear?
Well, difficult to say. Like, they've been very, very close throughout the qualifying session. And in Q3, the first attempt, I think they were 12 milliseconds apart, and the second attempt, they were like 4 milliseconds apart. So both drivers driving the car at the limit, and sometimes it's just really mini subtleties that make the difference. Let's say they both deserve the pole position, but only one can have it. It was Oscar today. Well done to Oscar.
It's typical of him that he isn't put off by maybe trailing during the practice sessions, which he did this weekend.
Well, we know that Oscar is a build-up driver. He builds through the weekend. That's what he did again. But he's also very capable of delivering when it is the time to do so. Lando as well, like I said, he was very close.
both drivers, they had imperfect laps, let me say, with some issues here and there, but overall we are happy with the result, happy. I think they should be happy with their driving. It was difficult, there's a lot of wind today, so it's difficult to put perfect laps together. A positive day, a good position for tomorrow.
So just finally on that, tomorrow, I guess Lando will identify the start as a key opportunity for him, but you forecast another intense battle between you two men.
Well, I think the intense battle is going to be a race that we will see until the end. You know, like as I said before, in qualifying there were 10 milliseconds between the two, so this is good for the sport, this is good for racing, it makes racing entertaining. It's not only going to be about the start, I think it's going to be overall, like we saw in Hungary, even about the strategy and the pace, so many variables, including the weather. We will see tomorrow. Thank you.
Jack, just to come back to your point, they lead the constructors by 299 points, they're not going to lose that. So do they actually have to cover the matches now?
For a win as a driver, but then it will be left to a driver and his engineer, and like the team will probably take a step back and let them find it out like that. Do they want to cover Max, or do they just want to fire up? But I seem to remember at the end of Gasly's lap, there was a little bit of a toe through the last corner. That could be 100th of a second. We'll have a look at that.
Karuna's hastily preparing things at the Sky Club. Yeah, it's an interesting point, isn't it? That probably they're going to blast off into the distance. That's what the evidence we've seen. I mean, what was Max in Budapest? He was finished about a minute and 12 seconds behind, didn't he? I know it's a different track, but it is similar characteristics. It really is going to be a stretch out. And I wonder, actually, yes, the first driver is going to get first choice. Going to get priority on strategy. If you've been completely fair on things, they should have the same strategy.
Yeah, well, I mean, they, for example, I think it was it Spa or was it even Hungary, where Lando decided to go for a split strategy, because that's all you've got to do. If you stick to the same thing, you follow each other into the pit lane, you don't take your chances again on a track where it isn't that easy to pass. Sometimes splitting the strategy is the only option you've got to do, and sometimes that pays off. But yeah, look, the pressure from Max will definitely be on. It's not the same circuit as it was in Budapest, and of course Red Bull were really struggling there, whereas here they've closed the gap up to 2.5 tenths, so things could be tighter. And again, I hope Bernie's around and she can give us an update on what's going to happen with the weather, but the weather is still looming around. Things can be very, very different this time tomorrow.
Well, it does, it looms. Let's go up to the press conference. Let's hear what Lando's had to say about that. Didn't seem too deflated afterwards, did he?
Yeah, no offence to Matt, he was Max in a much slower car last year, so that helped a lot. Oscar's in a much quicker car this year, and the hardest guy to normally overtake is your teammate, especially when in a quali like today we're split by 100. So yeah, I mean, it's going to take some magic. It's going to take some I don't know, good strategy or incredible tyre saving or something, but it's normally pretty difficult to overtake in the first place, and it's even harder to do that behind your teammates. So I'll see what I can dream of tonight.
Take the low line, turn 3. I mean, it's risky, isn't it? But you say it's quite easy to control when you're out front here because it's so narrow. And as you're saying there, the delta between the two has got to be large enough. Well, it's got to be sizable, hasn't it, to make the overtake? There were about 39 passes on track last year, I think.
Yeah, they just need to be close one corner from the end, and the driver ahead makes a small mistake that you have close enough to get in a toe to get a move into turn 1. So remember, overtaking used to happen without the RS, and it wasn't any easier, and it was happening. So the possibility is there, but they know at the same kind of car, Lando is slightly better on tyre wear.
It's a difficult complex of corners, though, to start this, isn't it? An intriguing one to see when the field is bunched up, if you like, going into those first ones. It's quite crowded.
It is very crowded, and you know, the other thing is they're running a lot of downforce. There's going to be a lot of dirty air, and it is one of the shortest laps on the track, so you're never really running in very clean air, and Oscar's going to have the advantage of having a clear track in front of him, getting the best sort of situation scenario for himself, and it's going to be his opportunity at the start there to just run away for a couple of laps if he can.
Yeah, but you're talking as if Piastri has an amazing start and stays in the lead.
Yes, of course, we don't know that yet. If he makes it through turn 1.
Exactly, we don't know what will happen. Max is P3, and we know he is aggressive. He knows he's not quick enough to win that race. He needs to get it in that first braking. If not, he will have to settle for third.
There we go, simple as that. We shall watch with Ernest tomorrow just to see exactly the tactics that Max Verstappen employs. We hope to hear from Isaac Hatcher. What a display by him in fourth, but it is the McLarens that have locked out the front row.
Audi sponsors Formula One on Sky Sports.
Formula One and I can challenge what we believe is possible, changing our perspective on the world around us. At Airwallex, we are shifting perspective on global finance, helping customers like McLaren seamlessly do business around the world. Airwallex, proud partner of the McLaren Formula One team.
Wear the essence of Portofino with humor. The captivating scent of Frisia and Neroli gives your clothes the freshness of drying outside in the Italian breeze. Wear Lenor Portofino. Discover your favorite essence of Italy.
To avoid digital threats, just turn on NordVPN. Improve your protection against online trackers, malicious websites, and malware-ridden downloads. Get NordVPN.
No sign of him yet, Money Super 7. But such high hopes for you tonight.
High hopes. That's him.
Go. Let's give him what he deserves.
Your rewards from Money Supermarket. You're gonna love them. Welcome to the Super Save Club.
She's your next. Break your leg.
See how much you could save today with Money Supermarket.
Your family has been making this beautiful and traditional butter for M&S for decades, but now you've taken it slightly less traditional.
Indeed.
Developed in your kitchen.
Yeah, I spend hour after hour in there messing around with all my pots, ingredients.
Fantastic butters to start off with.
And I'll create recipe after recipe. They're upscaled in through the dairy, made by our fantastic team, and out on the shelf. You've got your garlic and herb on some bread. You've suddenly got a lovely, garlic bread.
Proper kick of garlic. Could be like we're in France.
Oui. And then we've got parmesan, truffle, and cracked black pepper.
I can imagine that just melted into some pasta.
Then we've got our new cowboy butter, smoked paprika, chipotle chili flake. We've got the cayenne powder there, which adds the real hit of spice.
Oh yeah. It's lovely.
Bung it on a burger, put it on some prawns, whatever takes your fancy.
That's like the ultimate cooking hack, Matt. All you need is a good steak.
Got one?
Yeah.
Got one.
A new era is kicking off on Sky Sports.
It's going to be a roller coaster ride.
From 128 to at least 215 live games.
215?
Watch even more of your team this season, live on Sky Sports.
After a brilliant Test match summer, the white ball is back, and something big is brewing. Harry Brook leads a new role for England talent in a big-hitting white ball series against South Africa.
Wonderful shot.
England's new era of white ball cricket.
Catch all the action live on Sky Sports.
Get in there. People.
Yes! Let's go! Let's go! Come on, guys!
Find the driver. Good job.
Yes! Woo! I'm so happy, mate. Well done. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, man, the last call now, man, I went on him.
This feels too good. This feels too good, man.
Did you enjoy that then, Isaac?
Enjoyed it a lot. To be honest, it was a very tough qualifying, especially, Liam was most of the session faster than me. So I had to dig very, very deep to find something special, and car felt very, very strong on that final lap. Tire warm-up was perfect. Lap was clean, so yeah, very good job from the team.
Isaac, it hasn't been the most straightforward weekend. Started with some belt issues in FP1, and then you were asked to get out the car very quickly because they had to make changes to the PU. Then you had a PU failure in FP2. Yeah, it hasn't been easy, but clearly it didn't make an issue for you.
Yeah, I mean, most of the times after 3 free practice sessions, you're more than ready to go at it. So with 2 FP sessions, I think it's more than enough to go qualify. So yeah, this morning it took me a lap to get back in the rhythm, and then I felt comfortable. So maybe we should make the weekend a bit shorter.
The wind picked up during the session, and it seemed that it made everyone having a harder time to get up to speed, and it didn't affect you. So what was that? Is that because the car is very nimble, or just didn't care about the wind?
To be honest, usually we do struggle a lot with the wind. In Budapest, I struggle massively, but I feel like here you need to be very lucky with the wind gusts. Every 5 seconds, the wind kind of changes, and probably I got lucky on the middle part of the lap where I wasn't hit by that wind, and the car felt more grip overall. So in this situation, you also need to have someone.
It was your best career start in 4th. It's actually only the 13th time, by the way, since the team's been Minardi 40 years, only the 13th time that anyone from the team has qualified inside the top 4. So congratulations on that. Perhaps, Isaac, if you could talk us round this lap. I think we're going to put up into the monitor here for you now, and you can put yourself in the cockpit, put the audience in the cockpit.
To be honest, Sector 1 is the most enjoyable one. Turn 1 you brake around 60 meters. Here, turn 2 is not even, it's just a lift, and in turn 3 you actually have to aim for that wall because the banking is slowing you down so much that you have to kind of outbrake yourself. So it's a bit scary, and in 2T7 is super impressive. It's just a tiny lift. Just same in 2.8. The compression feels really nice, and this is the very tricky part where I struggle a lot. This is where you pick up that tailwind, and traction is very, very difficult. Entry of 10 is tailwind as well, and then mid to exit you pick up the normal wind, and traction is actually very, very good. This one is very tricky because it's a blind corner, T12, and traction, the tires are just screaming at this point, and here I remember it was full commitment from me, and the car just sticked, and it's a fun straight as well, banking. So it was a very good lap.
This circuit is a lot like a roller coaster, and for you it's a lot of adaptation this year. A lot of the tracks, well, all the tracks you're coming to, you're learning how to drive them in an F1 car. But how impressed have you been? Like you say, there's moments like turn 7 where you're barely having a bit of a lift. Like, how much of an adjustment is it to drive an F1 car around a track like this?
To be honest, it's probably where I was lacking, I wouldn't say confidence, but just performance. In the first race, actually in Melbourne, I remember against Yuki, I was just slower around the high speed because it was so impressive. It was such a massive step to what I'm used to in F2. And actually, luckily, I've been around tracks like Japan, Jeddah, and this is where you actually build that confidence that you carry through the rest of the season.
Max alongside you tomorrow, should be fun start for you. Any thoughts on that?
Usually he takes really good starts. He's also on the clean side of the track, so probably he's gonna fight one of the guys ahead, and let's see what I can do from here.
Indeed. He is aggressive, Max. So do you want to just follow him through? So
that's the plan. That's the plan, because overtaking him would be very bold and very difficult. But
you're gonna talk to him tonight and see what you can organise.
Appreciate it. Well done, Isaac. Congratulations. Best of luck tomorrow. Let's hear from Alan Permain, his boss.
very many congratulations. Spectacular result for the team, especially for Isaac. I mean, that's a remarkable goal.
I think, especially if you consider yesterday, he had probably his worst Friday of the year. He didn't run at all in FP2. Very frustrating day for him. A lot of hard work overnight from his engineers here and back at base in the simulator. Some quite bold setup work from his engineers, and of course him delivering really when it counted.
I mean, where did you make the gains? Can you give us any kind of guidance on how you were able to get such a result?
Yesterday we were struggling. Not in the first section was pretty decent, but when we got to that high speed section, we had no front end, we had no grip, and everything we did really we couldn't. We just couldn't really affect it very much at all. So, like I say, some bold stuff overnight, and well, I have to give credit to Isaac as well. The lap he did in Q3, incredible. But not just his new tyre lap. He did a scrub tyre lap before, and again, it was a very good lap as well. So it set him up for that last lap.
Listen, I mean, Liam, who has been driving well, also putting the car, so it's where we begin to expect it to be now. Looking ahead to the race, will it be tough to defend those positions? What kind of expectations do you have?
Yeah, I think with two Ferraris, two Mercedes behind us is going to be tough, and especially both those Ferraris close together. Well, we'll do what we can. We'll race them hard, and we'll you know, if we can finish 4th and 8th where we start, I'll sign for that now, of course. But who knows what happens tomorrow? We'll do our absolute best, though.
Okay, listen, I can ask you one other question, because it's been a big discussion point in our team. They're talking about Max Verstappen having a practice session in the racing pool, maybe to help them out in some of the issues that they're trying to solve. Is there any discussion about that within the two camp?
Absolutely none at all. Zero at all. I'm sure they're focused on their own thing, getting the most out of the package they have, and we're doing the same here.
Very well. Thank you.
Going back to Alan as well. He's served the paddock stall in around 4 years. Congratulations to him with his new role as team principal for Racing Bulls. Papayas have powered onto pole and the front row. We'll talk about Max, called to the stewards after the break as well.
Audi sponsors Formula One on Sky Sports. Formula One.
Your family? Oh, I'm still streaming. Oh shit.